All I'm saying.
Yeah.
What's up, y'all? I hope y'all had a good day today. I'm tired. I cooked dinner today. I actually made 2 different meals today. So there's that. Um, I really didn't have a game plan for Freestyle Wednesday, but I did promise we would have a conversation about Amazon Prime and WWE's potential, and we'll talk about everything else. I did promise that. So hold tight. Yeah? Give me a second. So let's see who else came on in here. Oh, y'all just talking? Very good, very good, very good. Let's see. I have to make sure everything went through. All right, y'all. So, yeah, I paid everything. All right, cool. So today we got to talk about some things. I want to show y'all something straight out the gate. Like, do y'all know who the top 5 earners are for wrestling? For WWE specifically, do you know who earns the most money right now? And I'll give you a hint. There are no women in the top 5 earners of WWE at this moment, per the internet. Okay, let's just put it that way. Per the internet, per the internet. Now, I'm going to show you what I got from TikTok, and then I'll show you the top 12 earners per GimmeSport.com's website. Okay? So, does anybody know the top 5? I'll put it in the comments. The top 5 earners of WWE. Ooh, Hiram was at the ready. Hiram was at the ready. Okay. So he said Roman, Seth, Cody, and CM Punk. Well, you only got 4. I can count, right? That's 4. You missing one. You need a 5th. Okay, if you think you know, put the top 5 in the comments and let me know who earned the most money in WWE for last year. Brock. Okay. Randall. Not in the top 5. He's not in the top 5, unfortunately. But, well, actually, you know what? Let me not say that. Hold tight. Let me double check my 4th. Shout out to Eli because he sent this to me. This is per somebody else's TikTok account. Randy is in the top 5, so I was wrong about that. I had to look at my stuff again, but Randall is in the top 5, so you're right about that. Eli said Brock, Roman, Seth, Logan, and Cody. He is very close. So, per the TikTok account that Eli sent me from this TikTok page, the top 5 earners of WWE are currently Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, and Randy Orton. Now, the reason why Seth and Randy are, well, Seth is over Randy, I would say it probably has something to do with Randy not being there and Seth working every day. I'm not sure, but they make the same amount, 4.5. Now, what baffled me was that Logan Paul was number 3. Logan Paul makes $5 million a year with WWE, and he makes that. he makes they pay that fool $5 million a year. That's how much. I would never. he would get like 700. He would not get that kind of money out of me. 5 million.
Hey, Gerard. Hey, Ken. When you come upstairs, can you bring some bottled water? All of them gone. I have a picture right now.
5 million is weird to me. I get it though. 5 million for Logan Paul. Logan Paul has proof that he has a very expansive social media. He brings eyes on the product when he's actually there. And that's a rarity. And he has no excuse, in my opinion, like Roman does. So 5 million is just wild to me. Like, I'm like, what? How are you making more money than the people who work there every day? I hope it's worth it. I generally hope that it's worth it. I don't mind like maybe 1 or 2 mil for Logan Paul, but 5 million? Ronda Rousey wasn't even getting 5 million. That's just weird. Oh my God. Hi, Brandy. I was not a fan. So according to Give Me Sports, they're the ones who probably provided this TikTok account with this information. Right, Don, that's what I'm saying. I thought 2 million was for what he's doing. 2 million is enough, in my opinion. For what he gives, because he's not there on the regular. He cuts a promo and he's gone. It's giving very much Brock Lesnar esque type booking, which is okay, but for 5 million, no, I don't mind. I feel like he deserves to have millions because of the way of the amount of attention that he could garner. So I'm not mad at him being in the area, but you're making more than the average superstar who is a top star. Like you're making more money than them and doing a quarter of the work, which is, I don't care what anybody says, it's bullshit. It's not fair. It's really not fair. That sucks donkey balls. I would be pissed. Going up. All right, so let me show y'all. I think Gimme Sports is where they got the info from because they have the salaries over there as well. So you can see Randy is number 5. Um Logan Paul's at 5 million. This star power shit is really weird to me because I don't know. I could argue that he doesn't have star power. It's more infamy than star power, but if that's what you want to call it, sure. Yeah, they got their John Cena's up here. So for whatever reason, John Cena is at number 2. I guess John still gets a check. This was done back in October, so John was getting paid. Um, he was a 16-time world champion. That's crazy. He's the only one other than Brock Lesnar who is earning more than anybody. Brock Lesnar earns double Roman's salary, double, triple almost Seth's salary. No, he does earn triple Seth's salary. Like Brock Lesnar be getting paid to go to just be at home. I think he's finna start wrestling only at Mania and Royal Rumble, of course. I don't see him doing anything throughout the year because he don't like the fact that McMahon ain't there no more. He's very upset about that. But yes, Lesnar is at number 1 with a $12 million contract to do absolutely nothing, ladies and gentlemen. Hall of Fame and Legends contract. You're out of here. So let's go past number 5, which is Randall. Let's see who's at number 6. The 6th highest earner is Seth. Seth is actually at 4.5 million. He's been bumped up, obviously. This is one of my favorite suits that he had on too. I love that suit. Um, let's go to number 7. It's AJ Styles. AJ Styles is at 3.5 million. AJ Styles is actually at 4 million. The last time I saw AJ Styles' salary, it was at 4. So he might have got an extra 500K in there somewhere, but AJ Styles' salary was at 4 last time I saw him. All right, let's go to the next one. Becky is at 3 million. I know for sure Becky is the highest paid female star on the roster at 3 million. Nobody makes more money than Becky on the women's side. She's the highest paid woman. And then we've got Undertaker, who's at 2.5 million. He's on a Legends contract, and he still does stuff that's connected to WWE. So that one man show that he's been touring around the country and overseas with, it's a WWE produced one man show. So he's able to continue to make money for the E as well as make money for himself. The Miz makes 2.5 million. He's number 10. That's crazy. Ronda Rousey was at 2.1 million when she was working for WWE. Um, and I believe she was the second or third highest paid woman on the roster. And at number 12, we got Mr. Kevin Owens, who makes $2 million a year via WWE, and that's the top 12 highest paid salaries in WWE as of October 19th, 2023. Those are your salaries. So I thought that was interesting. Okay. They out here making money. That contract would have been cut. Now, I don't know why Cody's salary isn't included on there. I'm not sure. I don't know how much they're paying Cody. And I don't know how much they're paying what's his face? Cody Rhodes, WWE salary. It's gotta be in the million. It's gotta be like $1 million. Damn. How the fuck do y'all know this nigga's bank balance? That's weird. What? I should not even know that. Okay. So it says that Cody Rhodes' net worth in his net worth is between $3 to $4 million. His salary with the E is an estimate of between $3 to $6 million. But he was not on that list for 2023's earners because they can't solidly confirm how much money Cody is actually making. They don't have a direct number. They know that it's between 3 to 6 million, but because there's no definitive proof of that, they can't confirm it. So Cody was left off of the list because of that. But that's interesting. Cody Rhodes is worth like they say he's worth like between $4 and $6 million. That's crazy. Wild. Oh, that's crazy. I am shocked, bewildered. Okay, so we got a little bit more news, and then we're gonna talk about Tony and his meltdown. Anyways, WWE and their joint projects with A&E are coming back on February 25th. They're going to be bringing back WWE Rivals, and they're also going to be bringing back WWE's biography with WWE Legends. So, hold on. It's going to be an interesting time, okay? So when it comes back, they're going to do the Rivals between I've never watched WWE Rivals, but I heard it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Freddie Prinze Jr. is going to be hosting a discussion of some of the rivals, which he has been doing it for quite some time. You know, he used to be a writer for WWE. They're gonna do rivals for Jake the Snake Roberts versus Macho Man Randy Savage, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, John Cena versus Randy Orton, the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys versus Edge and Christian, as well as The Miz versus Daniel Bryan. And then they're going to have biography WWE Legends come on right after that. And they're going to be chronicling the lives of Randall Orton. Okay. The life and the career of the youngest world champion in history, Randy Orton. And they're also going to feature other legends like Sergeant Slaughter, Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, Diamond Dallas Page, British Bulldog, and the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. That is an amazing feat, ladies and gentlemen. You currently are a WWE superstar, and they are about to do a biography on you, my good sir. You have now entered into legend category. And I am very, very proud of you because a lot of people said you couldn't do it. So, Isn't it cool? I thought it was a cool little conversation piece, a little starter. I thought it was a good starter. Anywhoosies, let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. So, if y'all recall, some time ago, I was talking about where Monday Night Raw could end up in terms of the TV rights for Monday Night Raw. The TV rights have been up for grabs and have been ready to be marketed to another company because USA Network had decided to buy the rights to SmackDown and they no longer want to carry Monday Night Raw. Now, this was not because Monday Night Raw doesn't bring them the ratings they want. They want Monday for a particular time slot for a particular show. And they figured they still want to keep wrestling on their network, so they opted for SmackDown instead of Raw. Now, this left WWE in a bit of a pickle, mate, because they have to figure out where Raw can go. They can't switch off to Fox from Friday Night SmackDown because Fox doesn't want SmackDown anymore on their network. They're ready to move on to something different, despite the fact that they've got some of the highest ratings that they've ever gotten in years for a Friday slot. Okay, they want something different. They're moving in a different direction. They want something fresh. They want something new. Okay, great. So they've opted out of keeping SmackDown, which is why SmackDown will be on the USA Network next year, probably sometime around October or during Sweeps Week when they do their first initial show. It might pop up over there on Fridays. With all that being said, Raw was still without a home. NXT was also being moved from the USA Network, and it is now going to be shown at the CW, which is also where we were going to be able to watch NWA Power, but they screwed that up. So now they've been regaled to the CW app instead of being on the CW network. Could have had a whole wrestling block over there, but you screwed yourself, my guy. Anywhoosies. So, with NXT finding its new home for next year and SmackDown finding its new home for this year, it just seemed like Raw was the odd man out until a few days ago. It seems that Raw had been shopped around to all of the streaming services as well as cable television and everywhere else. And they pitched that show to anybody who would listen, right? And of course, everybody was fighting for it. WWE has proven that they have a commodity when it comes to their show. They know exactly what they're providing for their fans. And right now, they've improved their statistics for Monday Night Raw by over 1 million views a week. Monday Night Raw on the regular pulls in 2 million views, either 1.5 to 2 million views. On a good night, they're at like 2.5. You know what I'm saying? So Monday Night Raw does extremely well on television, and anybody with a noggin knows that Monday Night Raw is going to bring in ratings no matter where it goes. Okay. This show has been shopped around before and it did well on other places. So this is an interesting start. However, there are so many places that it could go. It can go to Amazon Prime, which is where they're one of the front runners of places that they could go. It could have went to Netflix, it could have went to Max, could have streamed on Sling, could have gone exclusive content to Hulu. It could have gone anywhere, okay? But it looks like Amazon Prime is the front runner for picking up Monday Night Raw. Now, not everybody is happy about this. There's an article on Sportster.com that is saying that this is a bad idea. Here's what it says. It says in 2023, it was a big year for WWE, and it looks like 2024 will be an even bigger year. Triple H is in charge, and of the now owned Endeavor company, ratings and attendance are up, and with that comes an increased price tag for the WWE TV rights, which expire for every show this year, which is meaning in 2024. Back in September, it was announced that SmackDown will be leaving Fox and its home since 2019 and will return to the USA Network in October of 2024. They also meant that Raw and NXT would be leaving USA Network. NXT is now moving to the CW in October of this year, and Raw's TV rights are still up for grabs. And there's been a high mention of so many places that Monday Night Raw can go, from ABC to Amazon Prime to CBS. The list goes on. Now, at the top of the list currently is Amazon Prime. And for WWE's longest running cable show, to leave cable TV behind for streaming would be a huge deal, but it's not a good idea. Now, the person who wrote this is Sean Van Horn. He posted this 6 hours ago. He says he doesn't look like it's a good. He doesn't think it's a good idea for them to go to Amazon Prime. He says this. The biggest news of all came in April when the owners of UFC and Endeavor bought WWE, combining the two entities into the TKO Group Holdings. I hate when they write stuff and it's unnecessary information, so I'm going to skip to the part that makes sense. It says basically that SmackDown was the first domino to fall, with Fox giving way to the USA Network comeback. SmackDown will be off network TV in the fall, but NXT is moving there when it jumps to the CW. This leaves Raw remaining. Anything feels possible. According to the Endeavor CEO, Ari Emanuel, in the Bloomberg Screen Time conference in October, he even threw out the idea of leaving Monday nights, Raw leaving Monday nights, which it has aired for 3 decades. He said, "We're flexible. You want us on Thursday night? You want us Tuesday night? I don't have any of those scheduling issues." So there you have it. They said they were able to make it a little bit easier to get the streaming rights or the TV rights for Raw back on television. Now, according to this article, the USA Network isn't completely out of the running, but they're not likely to take the show back on. Disney owns ESPN, and then you have Warner Brothers and Discovery, and they hold TBS and TNT for AEW. And then you have the wildest idea of all, which took a huge risk to leave cable altogether. Amazon gets Raw rights and keeps the series on Monday nights. This hits an audience of young males, a demo where Amazon believes it sees growth in Prime subscriptions. Plus, it gives the company another night of live programming on the TV for Prime Video. While this is only a prediction and not a sign of an impending deal, for WWE to leave the USA Network and the comfort of cable for streaming and Amazon Prime would be a major risk. The Sports Business Journal is correct that the streaming is stronger with the younger male demo. People in general have been cutting the cord with cable for years. A 2023 Insider Intelligence report showed that 47.6 million American households are now cord cutters. They also report that by the end of 2023, 54.4% of Americans will no longer pay for a traditional cable TV service. Streaming has destroyed cable television, but streaming is also now destroying itself. We loved it when it was just Netflix and Hulu, but now there's Amazon Prime Video, Disney Plus, Paramount, Peacock, and the list goes on. With prices for streaming constantly going up, it's no longer cheaper than cable for many. A recent CNBC report showed that a quarter of Americans have canceled at least 3 streaming services over the last 2 years due to costs. Ratings are up for Raw on the USA Network. WWE is being put in a strange place. Cable is dying, that is for sure, but it's also the best option for now because the streaming fad is dying as well. If you already have cable, you're going to pay $14.99 a month just to watch Raw on Prime Video. If you already have Prime, awesome. But if you don't, as many no longer do, it just becomes an added cost, not only to cable, but also the cost paid to Peacock every month for WWE content and PLEs. WWE is in a great era right now. Moving to Prime when streaming is hurting is a risk not worth taking. It would decrease its audience, lead to frustration for those who would feel like they have to now pay for something they already had. Okay, so here's why I disagree. Okay. Hold tight. I want to make sure I get the information. So, let me make sure I get it right. I need to make sure I get it right. So, now, as of right now, the average number of households in the United States that has Amazon Prime is 167.2 million people who currently subscribe to Amazon Prime, and that is projected to go up by 3.7 million in 2023. It went up by 3.7 million, and it's supposed to go up by 4.6 million in 2024. So, it is a risk for them to go to Amazon Prime. There's no doubt about that. That is a risky. Oh yes, baby. He wrote all of it. He wrote all of it. Did they send me daughters when they asked for son? Oh, she was singing when I was singing. You're the saddest bunch of y'all weird. Why not just show it all on Peacock? Do you want to watch Monday Night Raw on Peacock with all the shit we have to go through to watch a PLE on Peacock? And unless Peacock offering them the deal, they can't put it on Peacock, which I'm sure NBC Universal would love. But that subscription is going to go up. If Monday Night Raw is exclusive to Peacock, that subscription is going up. There's no way you're going to be paying $9.99 or $14.99 for Peacock and you just get to watch PLEs. You think you're going to be able to watch your PLEs and watch wrestling too on for Mondays? No, that's not happening. He says, so if cable is going to be out of style, why not move to streaming? See, here's the thing. They are projecting that streaming is dying because people keep canceling subscriptions. Oftentimes, what ends up happening is another company will buy another company's subscription service. That's what happened with Paramount. Paramount combined their subscription service with somebody else's and created a new subscription service. You see what I'm saying? So the same thing is probably going to end up happening with Stars, with Max, if Max decides to sell. Because look, Discovery and Max are all one thing now, right? Didn't Discovery have its own shit prior to this? It was Discovery Plus or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. No, they still got Discovery Plus, I think. It doesn't matter. What will happen is exactly what happened with all these TV shows, that because it's weird to me that they're like, well, I can just pay for cable and watch what I want to watch. Yeah, you can, but you also, if you want to watch certain things, you will pay for it. If you want to watch a particular movie, you know how to rent it. You'll rent that movie. You'll buy it. If you want to watch these indie shows and you want to watch New Japan, you will pay to watch those shows in New Japan. It's not the end of the world. And quite frankly, it is the new way of doing things. Amazon Prime is probably your best bet. So here's the thing. The reason why Amazon Prime is the best place for them to go if they're gonna go with streaming is because 100% for a fact fucking Netflix is gonna go up to $30 a month if Raw goes to Netflix. That's the first thing. If Amazon Prime gets it, you not only get the 2-day shipping and the Prime privileges that come along with it, but you get Monday Night Raw. You get to watch Monday Night Raw. And if you already have Prime, like most of us do, you can watch it. And you're paying for your subscription. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that this is a perfect place for Prime for Raw to go to, but right now it's the best solution. Is it a risk? Yeah, but anything is a risk. Doing anything in any business is a risk. It's just a risk that you have to take. And initially, people hated Peacock, right, babe? Nope, and people still fucking hate Peacock if we being fair. And they said that it was a bad move for WWE to go to Peacock and have Peacock start their new streaming service with WWE content. They said it was a bad move. But here we are. WWE's content streams weekly and it works. I'll tell you this: my TV don't buffer while I'm watching my PLEs. What's wrong?
I started a class so I can send my sister man to get it fixed. But I forgot I don't have my damn PlayStation Plus, so I can't back up my fucking save files.
So back it up on a USB.
I can't.
How much is the PlayStation Plus?
Shit, I can't remember how much it is for a month. They increase every fucking thing.
Well, you need to figure it out. Well, I'm not gonna help you till you figure it out. She said, "Oh my gosh, the thumbnail for the live, jail, please." I wasn't changing it. Y'all was making me seem like I was an evil bastard last week, so I was like, "Fuck y'all, I'm gonna put it on there again." With the flagship show, Don, you see it. You see it. Discovery Plus still exists. Yes. Okay. I still hate Peacock. You hate it, but you got that subscription. Whether you cheating to get it or whatever the case may be, you got it.
Excuse me.
Damn. It's $9.99.
For the month plus the tax, let me see.
Okay, put it on the joint. It's there. My sign, I'm gonna have ready. We'll say we'll shake some ass for the past, cause I ain't paying Netflix no more for them to not have shit up there, girl. I cut my Netflix off after a couple of months because but my nephews watch it, and a lot of times my mama and daddy will split the cost of the subscription services, and we will do it that way so that it works out for everybody and everybody can watch it. Like my dad got Max, so and because we are in the house together, I can watch Max under him instead of me having to sit and watch not be able to watch Max. You feel me? You understand what I'm saying? When you gotta sit it in?
I already got
the box.
Well, they didn't send me a box, but I have one I can use.
They sent you the slip.
They sent me the slip, yeah. But I got a box I can use. I still got the box from when I actually had to send my system in to Sony to get it fixed.
The first one.
Mm-hmm.
I love Peacock. They got some of my favorite shows. He said, I did not say a word about it. I thought you did. Oh, bitch, once WWE leaves, I'm leaving too. Oh, wow. Crazy. All right. I think that this is a good idea. It is going to be risky because of the ever flowing fluctuation of Amazon Prime, but they have a more solid chance of keeping and retaining people watching Monday Night Raw on Amazon Prime than they do on any other streaming service at this point. Amazon Prime offers you the most bang for your buck, and you can use it anywhere else. And they also have a great selection of TV shows on Amazon Prime. They are really, really good with TV shows on Amazon. So I would stick with Amazon Prime, and you're in very good company, in my humble opinion. Okay. And every device can access Amazon Prime, and most houses have an Amazon Fire or some type of Amazon device to be able to stream Amazon Prime. Most of the country uses Amazon. It's not a bad move. In fact, it's one of the smartest. And if you're going to go risk being on a streaming service for Monday Night Raw, Amazon is your best bet. They're your best bet. Like, changing to what? And then not every device can access Peacock. WWE is moving their shows. SmackDown is going to USA Network. Raw is still up in the air, and NXT is going to the CW network. Those are the changes that are happening in WWE, as far as I know, unless you know something different.
Forgot.
You need light?
No, I'm okay.
Wish I had some more soda. They got some more tea up there.
Mm-hmm.
Can you grab me a couple, please?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Unless somebody has something else to say about it, we're going to move on. Yesterday, I did talk about NXT because it was fun. I got to see Tiffany Stratton shoveling shit. Shoveling shit. Soda, pop, it's all the same. I use them interchangeably. Don't you yell at me, Midwesterner. Just... So one more thing we can talk about before we can start doing some regular old conversation, and I let people in, okay? So yesterday I told y'all that Bully Ray gave you two options for WrestleMania 40 and how it could play out. You could have the first option, which would lead to The Rock costing Roman his title at Royal Rumble, Randy becoming champion, and then Randy Orton being the one that Cody Rhodes finishes the story on, while The Rock and Roman battle it out for who's at the top of the family, which I like. I don't have a problem with that at all. Or you could have it in this way where Roman and The Rock and Cody are in a triple threat match at WrestleMania 40, and at Royal Rumble, Roman retains, and then The Rock gains the title at the Elimination Chamber in Perth. I kind of love the second option as well, mainly because it doesn't cut Cody off at the knees, and it puts him in the position to be able to best two of the biggest superstars in the business to date. He gets to beat both of them at the same time in the same night. So that puts Cody in the best position at this moment. So I would have to go with option number 2. And I wish they would go with that option. I'm so... And then they could still run it back to Randall and have Randy and Cody going at it for that championship, leading into Backlash at France, which would still be a major match for them. And then they could run it back again when they go overseas to what's his face? When they have to go overseas to Saudi, they could run it back there. I like that first one because Roman and Rock don't need no title. See, here's the thing. Even if they do have a championship, Cody would be in the mix. Neither one of them would be winning that championship. They just wouldn't. Um, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the first one and I'm okay with the second one. I think both of them work out in our favor as fans as well as in the superstars' favor. Now there's a lot of rumors backstage that are talking about, it's a lot of, not backstage, but there's a lot of rumors in the WWE period and in the IWC that are being put out all over YouTube that are just simply not true. One of them is that Roman was deeply upset when he left from last Friday and went backstage and voiced his frustration. He didn't like the change that this fatal four-way was abrupt and he didn't know about it and he should have been informed. Like, this just doesn't seem like Roman's MO. Like, that's just not something that he would do. Because the way they explained it online is that Roman was backstage getting ready to go out so he can attack the four men that were a part of the did you get the PlayStation Plus? You got to get premium to play that game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how much is the premium? Just show me how much it is. All you had to do was say you want to upgrade and it would have showed you. It's an extra $8. So it's $18 every month.
For premium, yeah.
And what you get with the premium plan? You get to stream old PlayStation games.
Like all of the certain games they add to the network, you get to download and play those. And then all of the PlayStation 3 games that they have in the catalog, you get to stream and play those as long as your account is up to date.
Mm-hmm. Any hoosies. So, what was I talking about? What was I talking about?
Excuse me.
I was not talking about that. Goodness. That's disgusting. Just burgeon like that. Goodness me. I cannot remember what I was talking about. My mind has gone blank. I made that viral TikTok salad though, the pasta salad with the chicken and the romaine lettuce and the croutons and the pasta, and it's good. I made my own Caesar dressing, which is fire by the way. My homemade Caesar dressing, delicioso. Oh, the rumors about Roman. Thank you, Brandy. Shit, she's the only one that care. Anyway, they were saying that he was mad and he was cutting up backstage after, and this was after he had went out there and came back, and Triple H had to try and calm him down, tell him, hey, this is for the best, this is the best way we can get it. And he was like, I shouldn't have to compromise what I'm doing just to appease Cody and shit. And I just like, something about that just don't sound right to me, because if it's something Roman don't want to do, he not gonna do it. Like, when they wanted to introduce Damian Priest as a good friend of Kevin Owens on the SmackDown roster, Roman and Kevin both was like, no. It's a stupid way to introduce Damian, and it's dumb, it's not gonna work. And they were right. You know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact they probably come to Roman with hella scenarios. And he was like, no, I'm not fucking doing it. So something about this Something about this whole situation. It don't smell right. It smell rotten. Rotten. Okay. So I don't believe for a minute that Roman was back there acting a fool and being upset. And I just think that if they had their plan set and he didn't want to do it, Roman would make it very, very clear that he didn't want to do it, and they would not do it. So I don't know. I feel like he's very much okay with his cousin being there, and I think that he is okay with dropping that title to Cody when given the opportunity. I think that he wants it to be right, just like Cody wants it to be right. And of course, The Rock is down with anything that puts his family where they need to be, but also gives the reins to the right person. You feel what I'm saying? So I just don't believe it. It's just not true. I think you were late. So you didn't hear the conversation. And I recall you weren't that late. You were literally just in here when I had this graphic up. This this graphic was up, and we just had a conversation about Monday Night Raw possibly. Oh, you saw it? They was messing with me. So, shoot. We just had a conversation about Monday Night Raw possibly moving to the Amazon Prime. So, if you wanted to hear that, you're going to have to go back to the beginning if you missed it. Hola, Pierre. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you doing? All right. So, I put the link in there in case anybody wants to come in here. But I've only been live for an hour. It's really chill. It's really chill in here. It's really quiet. We love that. We love that for us. It's not doing too much, and we love that.
Kawhi just got a bag.
How much they give Kawhi Leonard?
$152 million over the next 3 years.
152 million.
They're working on.
Did you see what the?
Too.
Oh, did you see the thing I showed you? Did you see the thing I sent you in your?
I was trying to read it all day and I couldn't get the shit to pull up.
They
right.
fired.
Yeah, they fired Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
I was like, not my Petey.
He's been there for 14 seasons.
They didn't have to fire him.
And everybody pissed off that Mike Vrabel from Tennessee got fired.
Who that?
The head coach of the Titans. He shouldn't have got let go.
The Titans were in the playoffs, weren't they? They just missed it by like that much.
He's been the head coach for them for 6 seasons. He made the playoffs every year he was their head coach except for this past season.
So why did they fire him? Are they starting over?
It was I believe a new GM took over. But,
they flexing their wings again, ain't they?
But everybody is pissed off that Vrabel got fired.
Well, I mean, somebody else will pick him up. Hey, Kenny.
Hey, now that I'm sitting here, I
have semi-interesting news. Well, okay, let's hear it. let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Did I cut that oven off? I don't even know.
I can hear her now. My tab was muted, so I couldn't hear you before. My bad. Let's hear the news. Let's do it. Donnie's here. Dun, dun, dun. But Femi's your North American champion.
Yeah, we love a black man.
And we love that. You know why? Because he's big and black.
Ooh. What happened?
He's a big old black meaty man.
What happened?
But Femi is the champion.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Good. Y'all can go back to SmackDown. All right. All Oh
What is
man.
the news? Sorry.
Nick Nemeth has been seen and heard on New Japan TV. He's in New
Yeah.
Japan. He wasn't seen. He was actively participating in
That's
New
weird.
Japan.
Is that the
That boy
news?
jumped on him like that dude jumped on that judge.
Was that the news?
Yeah, I guess. But I
The
saw
dollar
that
and
days
cents
ago.
was late with that one,
I,
friend.
Yeah.
Everybody who's a part of the IWC has seen Dolph Ziggler in New Japan. Like, if you haven't, you're living under a rock.
He's an industry plant.
But he is in he is in New Japan, and Matt Riddle is also gonna show up in New Japan if he hasn't
Yeah.
already.
If you give a fuck.
If you care. Matt Riddle's also over in MLW
Oh, my
being
stomach hurt. Oh.
Good for Matthew.
He's a star. He should still be in the
I don't know
E.
what's going on with
What
Matt
he did in the
Striker.
past shouldn't matter.
What he did in the past shouldn't matter.
Somebody commentator was talking cash shit about Riddle.
That was Matt
Matt
Striker. Matt Striker got a lot of nerve when he be grabbing bitches by the pussy and shit. He do.
This shouldn't matter.
That's
He's a
not
star.
funny.
That's why
This
Matt
is-
Striker not in the WWE no more. I'm
Nobody
telling
wants
you, he
to
be
be
grabbing.
him.
He was because that lady said that he literally put his hands down her pants while they was sitting in front of people. I'm like, so we just grabbing pussies right in front of people,
I love
and
that.
nobody did nothing.
I would have bit that nigga nose off.
It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. Ain't no way. I'm sitting with my homegirls, and you just walk up and put your hand down my friend pants. I will beat your ass. Whatever chair is next to me is going up your ass. I'm making sure of it. Cause what the hell? She said, yeah, that's all I had. I was gonna bring it up last week, but I psyched myself out. Baby, that's sad. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's sad.
Stand up.
You didn't have to psych yourself up over that. Over that, you psych yourself out over that.
Anybody
Any other
worried
time
about
you be in the
dried
comments
fried
shading the fuck out of everybody and everything, but you couldn't get up the gumption to say that last week. I don't believe you.
Who said that?
Don said, stand up. Aaliyah be in the comments just subtly cussing people out. And now she acting like she got anxiety.
It's not
Telling
subtle
us
if you
about
catch it.
this. Ma'am.
I'm just saying. It's not.
Absolutely not.
Why the fuck on my way to work, this guy gonna say to me, oh my God, because you can never just sit in peace. Always somebody that just gotta talk. It's just like, I want to talk to you right now. Goddamn. But
Why didn't you just tell him you don't want to talk?
it was clear on my face I didn't want to talk, but still.
No, you have to
these people don't
verbalize
care.
everything.
This motherfucker gonna go, oh, you got a boyfriend? Or, no, you got a man? I was like, yeah, I do. And he's like, you're gonna get married? I was like, I don't know.
What?
No. And then he's like, oh, well, you look like you'd be a good mom. I'd be like, what does that even mean?
Ew. I'd be very upset that was happening to me. That's gross. All right. We're going to do 6 brown chicks since y'all ain't got nothing going on in the comments. And then I'll move over to HBCU confessions so we can have something to do. What'd you say, Don?
I didn't say nothing. That was kidding.
I said tumbleweeds.
Girl.
That's what
You
they're
bitches is boring.
Tumbleweeds.
Where's Rico at?
Wrestling.
Probably on his way back home.
Okay.
Doing 95 and 70.
I can't.
He said, I'm getting ready for bed. It's 9:30. What's going on?
Whatever makes him happy. All right. Question number 1. It says, note, this female advice seeker emailed us and CC'd her child's father, Brian, on the email. He also responded. Ah. Oh, this messy. Question 1. She says, I plan to marry the man I'm with now. I have an 8-year-old daughter with Brian. Brian refuses to allow my child to stay overnight with me at our house. Brian still wants me, but he didn't want me while we were together. It's too late now. So please help Brian understand that our child is about to have a new stepdad in her life and he needs to allow them to spend time together. He says, Kim, I have one daughter. She's mine. I will protect her from your bad decisions. Exhibit A. Your fiance is an unemployed teacher because he had to register as a sex offender after he was caught with a student. Game changer. What the fuck? What is going on?
Wow.
Exhibit B. Your water is shut off. Where will my child bathe? How are the two of you washing your asses? If you want to marry a funky pedo, go ahead. My daughter won't be a part of it. She says he doesn't have the legal right to prevent my child from overnight visits. What to do? Yes, the fuck he does. Yes, he does. What to do? You are picking a pedophile over your daughter, and you are willfully putting your daughter in harm's way and then getting mad at your baby daddy for being a good dude. Now, whether he wants your nasty ass or not is irrelevant. The child is the problem. She ate. This motherfucker was a sex offender and he got fired, it seems, for sleeping with children.
You thought, you should meet my daughter.
I'm gonna marry him. What is going on here?
The fuck? He don't want you. You too damn old.
And how he propose if he ain't got no money? Did you buy your own fucking ring?
I mean, he like kids. He might have gave her a damn Cracker Jack box ring.
Gerard, please. I don't know what to do. What do you do with this? I bet he got the ring from the gumball machine. Well, fair. This is wild. First of all, your baby daddy is 100% correct for keeping you from this little girl because he protected her. Mm-hmm. Number 2, he has every right to keep his child out of harm's way when you are willfully laying up with a sex offender. And number 3, you do not have all the amenities to take care of his daughter because you currently are without water. So I don't know how you washing your ass and taking care of yourself and wanting your daughter to come over and spend the night when this man is obviously someone who cannot control himself when he is in the presence of children, and you are willingly putting him in front of that and subjecting your daughter to that. You got to be a desperate bitch to want to marry a man who you know has sexually assaulted a child. Something is wrong with you. Your baby daddy right. And if I was him, I would go and get full custody on these 2 grounds of
Hello?
Still don't know my words, still stressing perfection. Let you all in my mental, got me looking too desperate. Damn, you ain't deserve.
right, did it let me back in? It did. Okay.
I was like, what happened?
Wi-Fi cut out here because
Ugh.
yesterday when it cut off and the wind knocked out everything yesterday. AT&T services went out yesterday too. They ain't got it right yet. They said they fixed the problem, but it's still messing up. It's been messing up for 2 days.
Big shit. I swear to God, they goddamn.
That fiber ain't shit. Wi-Fi cut out. So last part I said,
Fiber ain't shit. Goddamn.
the last thing I
Power
said,
grid made origami paper every time the wind blow hard.
child, they ain't fixed that power grid yet. The last thing I said was he need to go for full custody of that little girl, and then he needs to on the grounds of she is neglectful. She ain't got no water at her house. Obviously, she ain't got no money to turn it back on, and she is willfully living with a sex offender in the home. The sex offender alone is gonna get him full custody, and I will go for child support. So, since she want to play games, she can win a stupid prize. Question number 2. I met JB when he was detained at my police station. My nigga senses is tingling that this is about to be some bullshit, so prepare yourself. I've been fighting for him for 3 years. He is a good man. A lump of coal that I loved and pressured into a diamond. He used to be a scammer. Red fucking flag. I encouraged him and paid tuition for him to get his commercial driver's license. I trained him to interview properly. I applied makeup to hide his face tattoos, and he got a good paying job as a trucker. Leslie, his girlfriend slash baby mama, never did anything for him, but he refuses to leave her. Leslie posts their big headed kid on social media and brag how she prayed for her man to turn his life around, and he did it. Look at God. While he's been me with me doing the work to change him. I gave him an ultimatum: break up with Leslie or lose my number. I refused to be his secret in 2024. Silence from him for days. I checked on Leslie and my heart sank. He proposed. I invested so much in him. How do I get a return? I'm the best woman. How do I win him back? Girl, let me get this straight. Let me let me just You're telling me you met a man at your police station and you saw potential in him, knew that he had a girlfriend slash baby mama, and still invested time and effort into this man as if he was yours? You spent all this money on him so he can get his CDLs, helped him get his. So basically, you prepped him to be a good man for another man. I mean, you did all that work just for you to put all this time, money, and love into another woman's man.
Yeah. Prepped him for somebody else.
That was your fault. He wasn't even your man. I can understand if he was your man and then he left you to be with his baby mama. Then I could be like, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But you knew what was going on. And then if you love him, then you gotta love his child, right? His child is a part of him. You should want to love his child, but you out here calling his head.
Baby head big.
Said his baby head was big and shit. Well, kids do have big heads, but that's not the point. You mad disrespectful, bro. You mad disrespectful. You can't get him back because he doesn't want you. I don't know why you don't understand it. It's very simple. He used you to get himself together, and once he got his health together, he went back to his baby mama.
He knew his baby mama wasn't gonna stand for his bullshit.
No, now he can take care of his kid and his baby mama the way he wanted to. And he didn't even spend a dime. And see, the stupid part about it on your part is that you willingly did it and you ain't got no damn promissory note so that he can pay you back. You ain't got nothing. Why you ain't pour all this into a man who was actually yours, dumbass? Girl, that was stupid. And it was your fault. Fighting for ain't no freaking way. She was. Girl, he was never yours to begin with, despite you spending your money on him. You were a side piece, and you obviously are a very good one. What you need to be doing is putting out applications and getting new prospects so you can train some old men, help some of these other hoes out.
For the true business, yeah.
Okay? Be like, I will get your man together for a nominal fee.
Just look, he may.
Maybe dicking me down a couple weeks.
Right.
But he will come back to you and love you if you get it out better. He ain't gonna stay with me. You know, be a professional about it. A professional side chick. Advertise your services online. And then you can show him as your proof. Be like, this is what I did for this man right here. And you see he married, happy, got a 6-figure job. Girl, I can get your man together, okay? It's probably dying. He falls asleep when he get high, child. He either high or tired. One of the two. He can't help it, baby. He can't help it. Question number 3. Girlfriend is planning a wedding. I didn't propose. I know she'll get that wedding with or without me. Problem is, our money is tight. I know the U.S. economy is booming, but that's not the case where we live. We have 4 jobs between us. God damn. And rent has increased. I plan for us to budget and get into a house, but she spends her money on venue down payments, ordering cake, and dress shopping. I love her. And when she talks about our wedding, there's so much hope and happiness in her eyes. And I don't want to shit on her joy, but how do I bring her back down to reality? We're tasting cake in the streets, eating ramen noodles at home. Again, I did not propose. Help. Well, obviously, she got the idea from somewhere, and your stupid ass is letting her do it. Here's the thing. You can't be with no delusional ass bitch. You got to be in some real shit. You're trying to do stuff in a way that makes it feasible for both of y'all. You like right now doing a wedding is not smart. You want to invest into a house, which to me makes a lot of sense. Okay? But at the same time, I feel like if you are somebody's girlfriend, you shouldn't be moving into nobody's house because then if something happens and y'all break up and your name ain't on the deed, you lose that house. You gotta go. You can't stay there. Okay? Now, I've seen husbands and wives become roommates, fiancés become roommates, and girlfriends become roommates in a home that they did not want to live in together. So I think that getting married is a smart thing to do if you want to be married. You do not have to have a wedding to be married. You can go downtown, go get married at the in front of the judge and be done with it. You don't have to do all the frills and thrills of getting married until you have the means to do so. However, it seems like that's not something that you want to do, but you love her. I would imagine that if you loved her, that would be something you want to do in due time. I don't know how long you've been with this girl and you haven't specified, but I'll tell you this. You need to sit your girlfriend down and have a conversation with her and tell her, look, you doing all this tasting and you got me coming to this shit for what? I have not proposed to you. I never proposed to you. You done set a date. You doing all this stuff. How you moving is weird, bro. How you're moving is weird. Nobody's proposed to you. Nobody has given you an inkling that I was going to propose. There's no wedding to be had. Now, you want to have a party? We can have a party. But I'm not shelling out thousands of dollars for a party and I can barely eat at home. Do that make sense?
You her.
And if she don't want to be down with the program, then you need to break up with her. Because what she's doing is reckless and it's going to happen again if you get married. Ain't that much love in the world for you to risk your whole livelihood just because she wants to be able to say she's married and has a wedding day. No, we're not doing that. Drop her ass and find somebody who's on the same page as you. Because clearly financially, you two are not in the same wheelhouse. Okay? Question number 4. I took my mother-in-law's $20,000 diamond ring off her finger while she was in the casket at her funeral. I'm sorry, what?
You're going to hell.
Somebody out here down bad than the motherfucker.
You took her diamond ring off her dead finger?
He was looking like she don't need it where she go.
I took the ring to the pawn shop and it was a cheap zirconia. Well, that's what the fuck you get. I gave the fake ring to a female friend. Oh my God. My wife swapped wings before burying her mother. I confronted my wife about burying her mom with fake glass. She hit me back with, "How did you know?" I told her I had a feeling that she did that. She's planning to exhume her mom to see if the ring is still on her finger, and if it's not, she's divorcing me and calling the police. Can she dig her mom back up? What the fuck to do? Yes, she can. She definitely can exhume her mother.
Fucking stupid, yo.
You wanna know why? I can tell you why. Okay, wait for it. It's her mom. She could do that because it's her mom. You're going to jail, bro. There's nothing for you to do but run. In the words of Bray Wyatt, run. Get your ass the fuck up out of there. Jail. That's what the hell? Oh my God. These damn stories are wild as hell today. What is going on? Question 5. I'm 6'3". I work out and I'm employed as a bouncer for a few upscale clubs. This sounds like the plot to a book I just read. It do. I've been living with my girlfriend for about a year. Instead of paying bills, I provide safety for her in this bad neighborhood. Nigga, what? Why don't y'all just move to a better neighborhood? One night, we heard glass breaking downstairs in the kitchen. Clearly a break-in. I was scared. The cat ran into our room and jumped on us. I pretended to be asleep while my girl tried to wake me. I thought you was providing security. My nigga, what? What is going on? I heard her scream. My girl, the noise was downstairs. The noise downstairs was louder. My girl called 911 and took a bat and went downstairs. Nigga, you did. I heard her scream. I quietly put my pants and shoes on and got my phone so the intruder wouldn't notice me as I escaped. The cat ran back upstairs. My girl was yelling and swinging the bat so loudly that my next door neighbor, a short, round body nigga, kicked the door in and saved her from 2 raccoons that entered through the cat door and were raiding the refrigerator. My girlfriend hasn't slept with me since the incident. And that pudgy nigga next door has been grinning in her face and she likes it. He's trying to take my girlfriend. How do I nip this shit in the bud? Nigga, you can't. Fucking coward. Your ass is 6'3". And you didn't even attempt to go downstairs to see what was going on. And how the fuck you a bouncer for upscale clubs but didn't want to go see what was going on downstairs in your girlfriend's house? I fucked the fat nigga next door too. Cause what the hell? You don't even pay bills in her house, and your ass is talking about you provide her with security. She gets safety from you. You was downstairs about to run through the back door because 2 raccoons had broke in through the cat door and was eating food out your refrigerator. You are a waste of 6'3". You are just a waste. That makes no sense to me at all. Cause what? Jesus Christ. I need a drink. What the fuck is going on here? Last one, y'all. Question 6. I called my boyfriend in Walmart buying me a new flat screen TV for Christmas. He was shocked to see me. When he came home, he sat the TV in the box. He sat the TV box in the basement and went to bed. FYI, I gave him $500 for Christmas. He never installed the TV. Finally, I told my son to help me install the TV. I pulled the TV out of the box, and it appeared to have been ripped off a wall. I plugged it in, and a Popeye's chicken menu was frozen on the screen. There's no signal to change the channel, and all we see is a picture of fried chicken. I did some research on Instagram, and I noticed that his baby mama got a new TV. So I guess he bought his baby mama a new TV and gave me a stolen Popeye's digital menu. He says it was a mix-up, but if I keep bugging him, he's going to move back in with his baby mama. I don't want that. I hate her. Bitch, at this point, let him. You getting played. This nigga took the money you gave him and bought his other girl a TV. And then had the audacity to threaten you with not coming back home. Where they do that at? What is wrong with y'all? What is going on? Why are y'all so desperate to be with these nothing ass men? It can't be the peen. It can't be. It just can't be. You gotta be lonely. You gotta be desperate. Cause I be seeing some of y'all bitches that be with these types of niggas, and these niggas don't be looking like shit. They look like they be giving y'all pH balance of fucking. It be a crime scene in your drawers because of this nigga. And not in a good way. Y'all gave me serious. I need y'all to not fall for this okie doke bullshit. And he talking about some, if you don't shut the fuck up about it, I'm gonna go home with my baby mama. I'm like, and do what? And sit up and watch the TV I paid for? Cause you ain't got no money. You took $500 from me to buy your raggedy ass baby mama a TV. Make it make sense, you lame ass nigga. Make it make sense. I wish I would. I'd sit there and I would have him come home and I would plug that TV in and just sit there and look at the screen. Come in the house. What y'all watching? We watching chicken.
Right.
What the fuck is this? Where you get the TV from? Oh, they made a mix-up. It's a mix-up. I was supposed to give you, the TV, but I accidentally, mixed it up and they gave us the wrong one. So they gave us a Popeye's chicken menu TV. Where you get this from? The crackhead down the street? Okay, let me put it this way. If I don't get the TV I saw you buying in Walmart, I'm calling the police and tell them that you brought this stolen TV to my house. I was unaware that it was stolen, and you going to jail because I didn't install this property in my house. You did. I was unaware of this. I knew nothing about it, and he brought it in here. I got a ring cam to prove that he brought this shit in here. I'll narc on your ass in a minute. If the TV that I paid for because you took my money to go buy your raggedy baby mama a TV, if the TV I paid for does not appear in my house within the next couple of days, matter of fact, don't worry about it. I'm calling the cops right now. I call the police in his motherfucking face. And if the nigga jumps stupid, okay?
I'm like, if that bitch don't give me my TV back, I'm gonna go get it.
Don't jump stupid, babe. Because all I'm gonna do is stun your ass, and then I'm gonna take a butterfly knife and put it in between your balls and your knee. Well, your balls and your thigh. If you move wrong, you're gonna get cut. If I twist it wrong, you're gonna get cut. So while you laying there with this knife in between your balls and your thigh, I'm gonna call the police. I'm I'm like, yes. There's my boyfriend is in the home and he brought a TV home and this TV has a Popeye's chicken menu on it. I believe this TV is stolen. Can you please send a unit? I am also in distress. He has threatened my life and said that he is going to hurt me for calling you. Can you please send a unit? And when they get there, I'm be like, I have a weapon and I am using it to protect myself. If he moves wrong, he's gonna lose a ball. It's up to you, babe. I wouldn't give a fuck if he moved back in with his baby mama or not. I don't give a shit about that. I want that motherfucking TV I paid for. And that dumpy hoe gonna give it to me. I want my TV. Shit. The hell wrong with y'all? You worried about this bum? About you being with this bum? It don't make no damn sense. All this money, all the time in the world we got, and this is what you worried about. Messy boots. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna do a few HBCU confessions, and then I'm about. So I'm gonna get on out of here. So the HBCU confessions are they're pretty interesting. But this one says, my girl cheated on me with everyone from a friend group on campus. I'm mad she cheated, but now I'm part of the group and popular for the first time. Um, your girlfriend cheated on you with a bunch of niggas and you're happy because you now have a bunch of friends. Okay, girl. Whatever makes you happy, babe. Whatever makes you happy. I kind of have a crush on my friend, so I asked him on an ice cream date for when I returned to campus, and he agreed. Oh, that's cute. I hope y'all have a good date. That's sweet. They gonna have a good date. That's amazing. Confession number 3. I can't stress enough how body count doesn't matter. Like, seriously, guys will pretend to like you for months and dip as soon as they get some. I'm a good girl, very loyal, understanding, and loving, but I get done so dirty. Maybe I should just try for white guys or girls. They gonna do the same motherfucking thing. Just because the skin color change don't mean the people do. You gonna attract the same ratchet ass people you been with. Me and my twin brother had a foursome with white twin sisters. Don't worry, it wasn't weird because me and him didn't touch. But I'm mad because they were both louder with him. And I am literally the exact same physically. Don is in here not at. I'm gonna mute it. He's sleep. He's sleep. He can't help it. He worked hard.
None come in here and this motherfucker sleep.
He was asleep. Let me see if he woke
Oh,
up. Did you wake up?
I am here.
Yeah, he
We have
woke
a
up, babe.
we have awoken the beast.
He was gone. You lucky. Did you smoke today?
Yeah, I'm high as hell right now.
That's why he sleep, babe. That's why.
Craziness.
I had an
That baby gone. Okay. This one, like I said before, this one says, me and my twin brother had a foursome with white twin sisters. Don't worry, it wasn't weird because me and him didn't touch. But I'm mad because they were both louder with him. I am literally the exact same physically. Clearly, you don't know what you're doing, and your brother does. So, I don't know. Ask that nigga for some pointers or something. Like, obviously, you are not where you need to be. I found out a year that my ex-girlfriend is doing hardcore G. What is gonzo porn?
Oh my god.
What is that?
I don't know.
I'm gonna Google it.
Oh my god.
I'm scared. Hold on, let me turn off the sound. What is it? It says it's the type of film that attempts to place the viewer directly into the scene. What does that mean?
Oh,
Like point of view type shit?
Yeah, so like POV?
Well, I thought all of it was POV.
Here, expand the Wikipedia article.
I can't. I can't.
Why not?
I can't.
Why not? The people
Because
want to know.
there was an image there that you can't see, or it's gonna shut me down. I had to turn it off.
Yeah, turn
Okay.
off screen sharing. Then expand it.
What is
Double.
that? I don't understand it. It says it's in a reference to gonzo journalism, in which the reporter is part of the event taking place. By comparison, GP puts the cameras right into the action, often with one or more of the participants filming and performing, with the usual separation between camera and performers. Oh, so they're holding the camera.
So it sounds
Like the one of the actors is holding the camera.
either the actor is holding the camera or the performers are doing the 1-2, and the director is literally on top of the actor like this.
No, it's saying that they're holding the camera.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, what people on OnlyFans do.
What happened?
So essentially, what like people on OnlyFans do, where they're holding the camera.
Well, yeah, unless they have like a professional
GoPro.
do it for them, or right, like oh, I gotta be careful.
Because I know
That
like some of them
picture,
have like multiple cameras where they like have like a hard camera, no pun intended.
right?
They have a
No,
hard
he's
camera,
right.
No, I know, but it's still
and then
funny.
they have like a GoPro, and then one that they hold. Like
Yes,
they set up multiple shots.
it's influenced by amateur,
Oh, yep, there we go.
and it tends to use far fewer wide body, full body shots, and is in favor of more close ups. The loose and direct camera work often includes tight shots, unlike some traditional stuff. So it's like amateur stuff because they're filming it with themselves. Okay, because I was confused. I'm like, well, damn, that's how all of it is, isn't it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Now I'm thinking of that Tim Bay video where he's like, Siri, lights off. I want this host to see me.
Wow.
That's what I'm thinking of now.
interesting.
They lost.
No, they're still playing. They're down 30 though.
What quarter is it?
Fourth,
How many minutes?
9.
How you down 30 in the fourth? Loud and mighty have fallen, child. On their court?
Yep.
Ooh, that's bad. Anyway, my ex got pregnant by another nigga, so I can't. Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
I
I think it's more terrifying that I'm not reading this. Like I'm driving.
My ex got pregnant by somebody else, so I went and had sex with her sister and on her couch. Not gonna lie, 4 and P hit different. I might just stick with her. Ain't her ex 4 and 2. What are you talking about? You might have to stick with her if you release it like this, and that girl gonna end up pregnant. What the fuck is wrong with
Right,
y'all?
like if you're shooting up the club, you gone for life.
Y'all are weird. I'm a person who messes with both genders. I want a partner, but I'm afraid they won't accept my past. Yeah, I find like-minded people or more open-minded people so that you can be who you are without having to hide your past. I don't know why
Be
you people hiding
who
their
you
past anyway. I
are
mean,
for your
I can't.
pride.
And,
Don't
He's so
hide.
stupid. No, I don't understand that because like you can't control what you like. So like it's not fair for you to judge them for that.
yeah.
That's not fair.
Lord, he's so
Especially when they are with you and they're committed to be with you. They're just as prone to cheat if they wanted to be with a person of one gender.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let your own insecurities get in the way of you having a decent relationship with
Yeah.
somebody.
right. Okay, because homophobia be ruining some good sex for some of y'all, and I hate that for y'all.
Look, it's a 37 3-point shot.
I had to learn. You know, if they mad at them for some the last game they played, a coach was yelling and screaming because in the fourth quarter the Lakers took 24 free throw shots and it was in like the last 5 minutes they said of the
The
game.
Lakers was going against Toronto, and the coach was pissed off about the disparity in foul calls going towards the Lakers versus the Raptors. And LeBron was like, "They fouled, we didn't."
Nah, Jared.
Like shit.
Nah, you wild. You and your hairline, nigga. Nobody want to hear that.
Don't put his business out for us like that.
His
I don't.
hairline is fucked up. LeBron know his hairline fucked up.
He even said it himself. He wanted bad haircut
Oh,
away from you.
I
You
thought you
know
were talking
that.
about. I thought you were talking about Gerard Tiffany.
Oh my
Excuse you.
god. Why would she
I
put
was like,
his business out
I
there
was
like
like,
that?
don't you outing your husband right now?
My baby hairline is not fucked up. He just got a haircut today. So he got plenty of hair. Shit, too much. Shit. He
Would
can
you like
give
to
some
pull
up
out
to
a double
LeBron.
check?
I'm sure he would be
Damn.
happy to receive it. He can use that as his replacement for the follicles he lost.
Hell
That's what Michael Cole calls the follicle assist.
Me and my man are engaged, but he spends hours on FT with his girl best friend at all the time. I've never heard them say anything out the way, but he's obviously fond of her. Am I wrong for calling the engagement off because I think they're in love?
I mean, you just sound insecure.
I don't
Maybe try
know if
therapy.
that's necessarily true. He is spending an immense amount of time with another female over his fiance. While yes, he proposed to her, there is an infraction right there because I would feel some type of way if I was married. If I'm married, so I'd be mad if AJ was online with another bitch every day and y'all on there for hours just chilling online. Nah, like you gonna turn that shit off, or one of y'all going outside. That Xbox, that PlayStation, or whatever the fuck you talking to her on is gonna be thrown out the window. It's your
Damn.
choice. And he would not be talking to her every day. Like that's not cool. Like you talking about hours. Hours is beyond two.
Yeah.
Like, would you be cool with that? Like you with your man, and your man is on his Xbox or PlayStation, got the headset on, fully in tune with another man, and ain't spending no time with you, ain't talking to you. You would be all right with that, Rico?
I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, as long as I don't hear anything out the way, I'm okay.
That's dangerous territory. It is dangerous because it's not that you allowing him to do to do something like that. It's the fact that he is intentionally doing it in the first place. You have a relationship with somebody else. It's not that you can't spend time with nobody else or be friends with
Other
nobody
people,
else.
yeah.
That's not the point. if he's gay and he's with you, and then he's talking to another gay man, and they're extremely close, and it seems like every day they're talking more than not, and you're not included,
Well, to
and
me, I
then
would have to break it down further because if, like, in this hypothetical situation, if that friend was in his life before me, who am I to be like, I don't want you, like, even if, like, oh, tone it down a bit, like, I still feel like that's, like, overstepping a boundary because I'm like, they've been in, like, I don't know the history, I wasn't there,
I
so
disagree.
I can't attest to the bond, because I'm like, if they wanted to fuck, they would have done it by now.
That's not true either.
I
That's not
mean,
true. I tell you why. I can tell you why, because I've been in a situation, so I can tell you why. When Jared and I got together, he had a girl best friend. I didn't give a fuck about that bitch. I didn't care about her. She didn't know me from Adam, and I didn't know who she was. So AJ wanted us to meet. Okay? We go to the bowling alley. We had just left off of a weekend trip that we had went and took with one of our other friends. We had did a little couple weekend. We came back and they called and was like, "Hey, oh, Tirza's in the chat. Hey, Tirza."
hey, Miss T.
She said, "I'm not a jealous woman. However, if Malcolm ever play in my face like that, he'll be eating his teeth and shitting them out next week. And I'm keeping the ring. See what I'm saying? But I'm gonna explain it to you. Now we went to this bowling alley and we was chilling. Everything was cool. She picks up my phone because it was on the table. I had a razor and I had flipped it open. She walked around me and was like, "Oh, you're really pretty in this phone." I said, "Thank you, I guess. Thank you very much." And she was like, "Yeah, you real pretty in your phone." She texts my phone and she's like, "Look, ain't she pretty in the phone?" I'm looking and Dry's like, "Oh God." That's the only thing that he could say. He didn't say anything. His brother was like, "Yo, give her back her phone." And so she gave back the phone. She was like, "I'm not being mean. I'm not trying to start nothing. I'm just saying she really pretty in the phone." And Dry's like, "Babe, do you want something from the snack bar?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me get you some money." So I got some money on my purse and I was like, "You can get some pizza and something to drink. I don't care what it is." And he was like, "Do you mind if I get a pretzel?" And I said, "No, get what you want." He was like, "All right, cool." So he goes up to the snack bar. We're sitting there. Whole time that Dry is gone, she completely ignores me. Doesn't say anything to me. Now, his cousin, Stephanie, was there. Her best friend was Shakira at the time, and we went to school with Shakira. So we was talking, and I was talking
Did her
to
hips
his
lie?
brother. Huh?
Did her hips lie?
Wait, what'd you say?
He said that her hips lie.
Did her? Why you gotta throw me off like that? So his brother was sitting there talking to me. He was like, "Tiff, you good?" I'm like, "Yeah," but I'm like, "Am I crazy?" He was like, "No." He said it emphatically. He said, "No." I said, "All right." So AJ went and bought a whole pizza. Okay. I didn't know he was going to buy that. I thought he was going to buy a couple slices. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. He brings me the drink. He brings over the pizza and he's eating his pretzel. The girl, Ari, she comes over there and she like, "Ooh, food." Puts her hand on the pizza. So I popped her hand. I was like, "No, this is not yours." She was like, "You finna eat a whole pizza?" I was like, "No, but you have manners. I paid for this. So you need to ask. You don't just put your hand in something that doesn't belong to you." And she was like, "Do you mind if I get a slice of pizza?" I was like, "Sure, you can have a slice of pizza." I was like, "Gerard, do you mind giving her a piece of pizza?" He was like, "No, I don't mind. I give it to her." So he went and got some napkins. She put her hand over the tray again and was grabbing at the pizza. And I was like, why can't you just wait? He coming back with a napkin. And she was like, girl, I'm hungry. I'm like, well, girl, you need to wait. It's not going nowhere. Relax. And she was like, oh, I like her. She a little feisty. But you don't know I'm feisty too. I'm like, right. I'm like, what does that mean? And she was like, it don't mean nothing. It just mean that you got a little spunk to you and I like that. And I got a little spunk to me too. Ask AJ, he know. I'm like, oh, okay. I let it go. I didn't say nothing. Dry came, kissed me on the cheek, sat down, and he gave her pizza and we ate. We was being real cool. She came back over there to me and was like, "Ooh, who do your hair? Your hair is real cute. I could do your hair for you though. I feel like I could get you right. I could hook you up. Your hair will look better if I do it." And I was like, "No, I do my own hair." She was like, "Ooh, well, I just want to let you know you missed the spot right there. You didn't gel that part down." I was like, "Oh, word? Okay." Then she's walking around and she's got these really bright orange, caution orange boots on. They're super bright. And his brother Anthony goes, "Where are you going with these caution boots on?" She was like, "My boots is cute." And I was like, "They something." She had on platform boots. She had on these knickerbocker like pants, you know, the kind that like stop mid ankle and then wide legged. She had on pants like that and an orange crop top style shirt. I kid you not. The whole time she was being super, super shady towards me. Mind you, I've never met this woman, never seen her before a day in my life. Meanwhile, she goes back in the lockers where they go where sometimes the bowling people be at, and she was back there sucking off his cousin. We get ready to leave. I'm like, okay, it's time to go. So Anthony and them get all in the car. We all get in the car and we leave and go back to the house. His cousin drops us off at the house. He goes back to her house and goes and gets sucked off again and then comes home. 2 weeks later, AJ and I, did we get engaged already? Or did you propose after that? Because I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I can't remember if we was already engaged or if we got engaged within that 2 weeks. Jariah had it proposed already, and it had gotten around to the family that we were engaged. He told the people he wanted to tell. Everybody else, he just let them find out. She called. I was at his house. We was chilling. The answer machine picked up because the phone rang, and she called and she's like, Gerard, I just really want to talk to you. I need to talk to you. Can you call me back? She sounded like she was in distress. So Gerard was like, I'm gonna call her back and make sure she all right. At first, I didn't think nothing of it because at the time we were engaged. So that encounter that I had with her, I felt like I wasn't gonna see her again because I had no use for her. So I was like, I don't like the bitch. I don't need to be around her. She's not a threat to Gerard and me because she's not trying to get with him. She just literally fucked this nigga's cousin. You feel me? So I'm like, there's no way. But I was wrong because she calls him. She's on the phone with him, and she's like, I heard you got engaged. And he was like, yeah, I asked Tiffany to marry me. She said yes. And she was like, oh, congratulations. And he was like, thank you. What's up? Is everything all right? And she said, yeah, everything's fine. I just got a question for you. She was like, if you had taken me to prom like you had wanted to, do you think we would be engaged right now? Gerard was like, no, I don't think we would be engaged because the time frame that I asked you to go to prom, I was still in high school and I hadn't started dating Tiffany yet. But he was like, I love my girlfriend. She about to be my wife. You and I don't have nothing going. He was like, you literally just slept with my cousin and you've been sleeping with my cousin. So what would you have to gain? What would I have to gain by being with you? And she was like, well, we've known each other our whole lives. And I know you've always liked me. And he was like, that's in the past. He said, now that I got a girlfriend I'm fully committed to, want to be with, now you want to come around talking about you want to be with me? He was like, I'm cool. I'm good. I'm like, so he comes out the room and tells me what she said. And I'm like, okay. I ain't say nothing. But I went in the room to see if I could find the phone, and he was he was already 2 steps ahead of me because he had took it off the base. And I'm like, Gerard, where's the house phone? He was like, I'm not giving it to you. You're not calling her. I'm like, I just want to talk to her. I'm not gonna do nothing to her. I just want to talk to her. And he was like, no, you don't need to talk to her. I already told her what she needed to know. She don't need to know nothing else. Now, when you get ready to get married, there was only one other time he spoke to her. And it was, for some reason, the wedding invitation had came up. And Gerard did not want to invite her to the wedding, and neither did I. And I was like, she's not coming to the wedding. And he was like, don't worry, I'm not going to invite her, but she might just show up. I'm like, well, that's what we hired security for. She show up at my wedding, I'll escort her out personally. He was like, oh God, no. She just not gonna be there. I'm like, look, I don't know where you come from, but where I come from, that's blatant disrespect. Now I'm like, I didn't disrespect their friendship. I didn't tell Gerard he couldn't talk to her. I didn't do none of that, did I? I didn't say nothing about her because I didn't know of her. I had no clue about who she was or where she came from. All I knew was that he had a female best friend and that they had kind of fell out a little bit. They wasn't talking on the regular, but they did talk. He said every now and then she would call, they would check in on each other, and that was the extent of their relationship at the time. But as soon as I came into the picture, she now wants to be more to him than she already was. And my thing was with Gerard was like, Gerard, this girl is literally fucking your cousin while telling you at the same time, because before he and I got together, he was trying to be with her. And I'm like, logic, think about what I'm saying. This girl is fucking your cousin. And you know this, you're fully aware of this. And yet she is telling you, in order to be with her, you need to go back to the Kingdom Hall because she can't be with nobody who don't go to the Kingdom Hall regularly. Meanwhile, her own rules, she breaking the rules of being a Jehovah's Witness. She's having premarital sex. She done had babies out of wedlock and done been excommunicated, what, twice?
I think it was just the one time.
She had it once because she only had one kid.
Yeah, she only got one kid.
She gotta have more than one. Then she had that abortion.
Lord have mercy.
Shit, I can't remember.
She did because she got pregnant by your cousin. Bro. I couldn't because AJ wouldn't let me. The only reason why I didn't go ape shit was, one, I was in uncharted territory. You in a place where you ain't got no backup and the only people you know is all his people. Nah, fam. I was by myself.
The only backup you needed was me and Anthony.
I was by myself though. And while Anthony that's my brother. I love my brother to death. Okay, don't get me wrong. I do anything for Anthony. Like, Anthony always got my back. Real talk. But at that time, AJ and I had been dating for like 2 years, maybe going into like two years and a couple months. What happened?
No, I'm doing the little thing.
Oh.
Keep coming short.
We have been dating for like 2 years and a couple months. So like, I didn't really have I didn't really have the rapport that I have with Anthony now, but he was cool with me then. You feel me? I didn't have no female backup. I ain't had no family there. I ain't had nothing. It was just me, Gerard, and Anthony. Those are the only niggas there that I actually trusted. And I knew Gerard would have my back, but it's just the mere fact that I'm turning up and everybody else that's there is all his family and friends. So I don't know nobody. Everybody gonna take up for AJ. Everybody gonna be like, AJ, you need to control your girlfriend wilding out. My main goal was to not embarrass Gerard, number one. And number two, I did not want them to have any type of foothold on me where they could dangle something over my head like I'm some type of crazy person that just go off at the drop of a dime. I didn't want that. So I immediately calmed myself down and I was just like, okay.
Like I said, you had all the backup you needed between me and Anthony.
I was like, okay,
and
I'm
I
just
wished, had you decided to make that decision to go off, I wish if anybody would have said something about anybody at that table could have said anything but them two. Because I'd have blew that whole fucking spot up.
The only person that that was there that like knew me was Shakira, but she was there with Stephanie. So I didn't know them like that. And I was just like, let me keep myself together. Let me just keep myself calm because going off ain't gonna do nothing for nobody and it's gonna embarrass AJ. So I'm just gonna keep it together. I'm gonna act very classy, cool, calm, and collected. And another reason why is because I didn't want that bitch to know she got under my skin. I wasn't gonna give her the satisfaction. I wasn't doing that. So let me tell you, that's when I came home and I told my mom, and my mama was like, you need to, she was like, where is Gerard at? I'm like, he at home. She was like, he need to get her together. And I'm like, he did when we was at the party. He made it very clear who I was. He made it very clear that he wanted to be with me. Like it was very clear where his loyalty lied. But the part that messed me up, because I could take you being a little shady towards me or whatever, because while we was sitting at the table when we was at the bowling alley and she was sitting down, like, I'll tell you what, sis had a perm, but it was like the perm had started to grow out and she took some curling irons and flat irons and like bumped her ends and her hair was real short. And I told her, she was talking about my hair, so I was like, well, I really think you should slow down on the perming because it's breaking your hair off. Your ends are really frayed and split. And that come from heat damage, well, chemical damage more specifically. And then on top of that, you got a lot of heat damage in your hair from flat ironing and curling it so much. So I'm like, you should really grow your hair out and then or go to a professional and get your hair cut and learn how to take care of it better. Because if you don't, it ain't gonna be none left, but you keep putting a perm in it. And she was like, are you trying to talk about my hair? I'm like, no. You saw something wrong with mine, so I'm just telling you what's wrong with yours. And Anthony was just like, oh.
He said, it's about to be a girl fight.
I wasn't gonna fight her. I mean, if she wanted to match wits, we could match wits. I was just saying. I'm like, since we looking at it, and my friend Shakira was like, Tiffany. And I'm like, what? What did I do? She was like, Tiff, is you
What did I
okay?
do?
I'm like, I'm fine. She was like, you are eerily calm. And she was like, Gerard, is she okay? And Gerard was like, she will be. I'm like, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. So she whispered to his cousin Stephanie, and Stephanie was like, for real, are you okay? And I was like, yes, I'm fine. It was like, Shakira came over to me. She was like, Tim, are you sure? I'm like, yes, I am fine. She was like, you're not finna go off on her? I'm like, no, that's what she wants. I'm not finna give her what she wants. I'm gonna be the classy, mature bitch in this situation. But if she try me again, we gonna have beef. And she was like, I'm more scared now that you calm than if you was getting up hollering and screaming. Anthony was sitting next to me on my left side, and he was like, he kept checking in on me every 2 minutes. He was like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good," because I wasn't saying anything. I was just sitting there, and when she would come over, she would make a dig. She would say stuff like, "Oh, I love your shoes. I had them a long time ago, but I had to upgrade." Or she was like, "Oh, I love your phone. Your razors is cute. Yeah, I had that before, but I need to get me a better phone. I had to go and upgrade to a Droid because at the time, the Droids were the big phones. The Droids were the equivalent to what an iPhone is now. And Verizon were the only people who carried the Droid. So you had to go to Verizon to get the Droid." And she was very adamant about continuing to attack me, more specifically, be super, super shady towards me every chance she got. Hey, Chris.
Hi.
So after all that went down and we went home, we got engaged and everything like that. We get to the house. She calls and she tells AJ that she wanted to know if he had took her to prom, would they be married, getting married right now? And he told her no. So when shit didn't go her way, she was just like, "Well, I just wanted to call you and ask you that because I wanted to see if you really wanted to marry her, if you really loved her." And he was like, "What does that have to do with you?" You know, he was like, "You didn't want to be with me. And then after I get over you, I find somebody who really loves me. Now you want to come around." He was like, "Nah, I'm cool." She was like, "So am I going to get an invite to the wedding?" And he said, "No." He said, "Absolutely not."
You're sorry, smooth foot, slap mouth. Yep.
she said, she said, "But we're friends, we're best friends, and I want to be there on your big day." He was like, "No, my wife wouldn't appreciate that."
That's my best friend now. You sorry, smooth foot, slap mouth. Yep.
Preferred.
God damn it.
He wouldn't let me talk to her. I just wanted to talk to her.
Hi, Chad.
I just wanted to have a conversation.
So you gonna give Mama Bassett an honorary Oscar when you could have gave her the real one for the second Black Panther movie? Goddamn right.
She got the honorary one.
No, fuck that.
But that ain't what everybody talking about. They talking about how she kissed Regina Hall on stage, but I didn't see nothing wrong with it.
I just took home the sassiest choir director I've ever taken home in my fucking life.
Christopher is a choir director.
So not only is he a choir director, he's an alpha.
An alpha? What's an alpha?
Like one of Divine Nine.
Oh, he's a cute dog or a snake?
He's an alpha. It's the snake.
Oh, the snakes are the alphas. Yeah. Oh, they the six. Okay.
50 years old.
Why are you calling him sassy?
Because he was sassy as shit. First of all, anybody I appreciate the extra comfort rides because they cost more money. They give me more of a fare. So it's cool. But the first and foremost, when you do anybody that gets the extra comfort ride is the sassy bastard. He wanted it cool, quiet, and what was the other one? Cool, quiet, and bags. So he said, "I have bags." So I'm gonna get this motherfucker for the airport.
You had to get his bags for him?
I didn't have to. I just do it. This motherfucker comes out the airport with the Louis Vuitton roller luggage.
Oh, that's cute.
Gucci scarf around his neck.
Okay.
The short one with a blaze with the smoking jacket on and some pants and some Gucci loafers. Then he had these damn the skinny black Prada glasses on with this goddamn with the texturizer, the Jerry curl. But he was like 50-something years old, so it's sparse. And then his sassy ass assistant director was with him too. So they put their bags in the trunk. They get in the car.
How you know that was a choir director?
Because the conversation they had in the car. There's somebody going to church. We had to get the choir together or whatever. So
hold on, cool. Is the girl still around bothering y'all? No. Dry haven't seen her. I haven't seen her in years.
So we get
Okay.
I get them
Alexa,
to. I
play
had to take
She's
them
So
to
Gone by
Scarborough.
Naomi Scott.
So Scarborough's in Cleveland Heights. So I take them to Cleveland Heights, drop them off. So as I'm pulling up in the driveway, he said, why is my gate like that? I said, well, we had a bad windstorm. Oh, that was rhetorical. I said, okay, well, I could have just let you get out and think somebody was in your house. I was just trying to let you know we had a windstorm here 2 days ago, and things were blown everywhere. That's why your packages are strewn on your porch. There are branches everywhere in your front yard, and your gate is open.
That's
But
the
since
reason
everything
why.
is rhetorical, you rhetoric your ass inside your house and get out of my car, please. Thank you.
Christopher.
Sassy. I don't like sassy. Don't be sassy with me. Oh, that was a rhetorical question. Bitch,
What did he say when you told him to get out?
he got out. What else he gonna say to me? I'm 350 pounds. Tiffany, you ain't gonna say nothing else to me?
Christopher, I swear to God.
Ooh.
That reminds me, I had this interaction with a white man at work on Monday, and I was nice nasty for once.
Ooh, what, nigga?
What'd you say, Rico?
That reminds me that I had like an interaction with a white man at work on Monday, and I was nice nasty. I'm very proud of myself.
Tirza is a mess. I am not reading that out loud, by the
Because
way.
I wasn't nasty.
Yeah.
I was nice nasty, so that's gross.
Ooh, Najee was nice nasty. Rico got a mouth on him.
I was nice nasty, not nasty. So
I done told his nice nasty is nasty.
No, because listen. Let me
see what I'm saying.
You can't do that.
I've been telling him.
You gotta kind of have the hands.
You gotta know how to fight.
Because somebody might match you, and then they be like, "Well, let's just throw the hands," and then you be like, "Well, I can't fight." And then how that's gonna look?
A mess.
You can't come back to the chat like that.
No, you ain't getting your ass whooped.
You can't be nice nasty. Come back to the chat with your ass whooped.
Did you read what she said?
Yeah, I did. Tears on 1,000.
I'm not saying that.
But let me lay the scene though. Okay.
He said, "Let him lay the scene."
Because like what happened was, so
again,
for those of you who don't know, I do asset protection with Target. So one of the things I got to do is I got to go around the store, find like boxes of stuff like that are like considered, I guess, high value items. So like anything that's over $100. So like razors. Electric toothbrushes, Legos.
Nigga, the fact that I had to push a motherfucking button in CVS yesterday
to get the cold medicine.
Yeah,
oh yeah, they don't play around with that quarter seat. That shit is put up, nigga.
They have the goddamn store clerk come from behind the cash register with a goddamn key to open the door for some fucking cold medicine.
Ain't gonna do it like this. Okay, you want this one? Okay.
They won't give it to you until you get to the register.
I think that lady was ready to go home because she let me grab it, and she closed it and walked behind me.
Because they don't do that.
But I think she was ready to go home.
They don't do that. They take that shit right to the damn counter.
I know. I was gonna buy it from Amazon, and they made me put my ID in there to get it.
Yeah, they don't play around.
I said, girl, I just want some goddamn cold medicine. My wife's sick. Why
in order to buy cold medicine at our Target, like we have to like. You have to bring an ID.
If you drink this bottle straight and go borrow a breathalyzer, you'll fail the breathalyzer. No bullshit.
I didn't know the kids was drinking the cough syrup. I knew they was doing lean and shit,
right?
But I didn't know it was that bad.
When they can't go get activists, they go get either Robitussin or Corsi.
What the fuck is activists?
Activists is the actual medical, the hospital brand,
hospital grade version of the cold medicine.
Lean is oxycodone, liquid oxycodone.
They make liquid oxycodone?
That's what activist is.
Yeah.
Because when you get your tonsils pulled, that's what they give you. Yeah, you can't swallow pills.
Right.
That's some wild shit, bro.
So if you don't want to take actual pain meds, they'll give you the liquid oxycontin in the IV drip. So you just push the button.
Yeah. But if they can't get to that, they'll go get Corsi or Robitussin because it has the highest alcohol content. And they pour that, they'll get like 2 bottles of that and then pour that in the Sprite and drink that like that.
2 bottles? I don't like
Yep.
taking it normally.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
With-
drink that whole
and-
bottle
yeah.
and go blow on the breathalyzer, you'll fail the breathalyzer test. You'll blow like 0.9 or something like that in the breathalyzer.
Yeah, in my target,
That is
in order like
fucking
anytime
nuts.
someone brings up like any kind of like cold medicine or Mucinex or anything like that, like you have to have your ID present and we have to scan it to make sure that you're old enough to buy it.
They even the fucking Mucinex
they
was
have to
behind the
scan
fucking thing.
it. He said they have to scan it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was the
We
last
have to
time I
scan the
went
barcode.
to Giant Eagle and bought the Corsican, it flagged as an adult item, like I was buying liquor. The lady came to the restaurant. I had to pull my ID out, which I didn't even get it out all the way because she seen the one on my birthday, made me put it back.
Oh,
Ignorant ass self. You could let me finish pulling my goddamn ID out.
you know, I better put it out. I got it.
Tell you good. I seen the one on your birthday. I seen the one on your birth here.
Yeah, no, we have to scan the barcode on the back of IDs. And then if that, like, we have to give it, like, we're required to give it, like, 2 tries, and then if that doesn't work, we just manually put in the date of birth on it. But we have to go by the ID itself. We can't just take their word for it.
Right.
That's wow.
But, like, yeah, in my store, like, we don't have cold medicine locked up, but we do have, like, a lot of, like facial care, like, lotions and stuff like that. We have those locked up. Just because they're high theft items. We have baby formula locked up too.
Well, that I
Yeah, and then we have like any kind of like the men's like the packs of men's underwear and men's socks. We have those locked up as well.
Why are they locking up
get.
socks?
Because high theft items. People
They're
are
high
stealing.
theft. Anything that's deemed a high theft item, we have to lock it up.
They have those.
Why are they stealing socks though? You
They
can go to
have-
Amazon and get socks for $2,
They
man.
have,
Well,
they have
because
the
we have
underwear in
we have a
Walmart.
large homeless
They don't have it
population.
locked up, but it's
Wait.
behind the thing.
I can't hear both y'all. What'd you say, Rico?
We have a large homeless population. It's either that or
Okay.
they're booster. It's either that or they're boosters, so they're stealing to resell.
Oh yeah, because you can resell on Amazon.
Yeah.
And
No,
Do
it's
do you
like
know you
not
could
even
go
on Amazon.
to Sam's Club and buy up that candy in bulk
Mm-hmm.
and then resell it on Amazon
for
or
triple
open
the
a Spotify store
and triple
and resell it?
for double the price. Yeah. Because they have the
Yeah.
stuff like they have.
But that's
the
not
socks
usually, like, in
when
my
you were
store.
Walmart behind the thing. It's not locked, but it's behind the thing, and when you lift it, the alarm goes off. And if that alarm is beeping too long, someone will come back there to see what the fuck you doing.
That's some wild shit. Go ahead, Rico.
Yeah, in my store, like the boosters, they mainly resell locally. So a lot of them, it's either homeless people or people who just live near the area. Or actually, like a lot of the boosters will hit multiple targets in the county. We have like a lot of top offenders who've like racked up like tens of thousands of dollars worth of stolen merchandise. And a lot of them, they just kind of resell it in the neighborhood. So they'll steal like clothes, over-the-counter medication, any kind of like personal care or beauty products, anything of that nature. Pampers, anything electronic if they can get their hands on it. And they'll hit multiple stores. It's organized from what I can see. Because they have like Facebook groups for it. Like they have people who are getaway drivers. They have people who look out. They have like distractions planned. It's a whole thing.
I ain't never heard no shit like that before in my life.
Yeah. I mean, and then the homeless population, a lot of them just resell stuff for drugs. Like a lot of the homeless people will steal Tide Pods or any kind of laundry detergent because they can give it to people, and a lot of them will just trade it for whatever. There's one guy who's like said that he traded a pack of cold chicken for crack.
That's wild.
Yeah, and he was like a young kid. He was like 19 years old. He was like this little white boy. Weird as fuck. He would he would steal bikes off the rack. Like he would dismantle them and steal the handlebar and the front wheel and just leave it like that.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have some very interesting people at Charlotte, but back to my nice nasty moment. So, again, I have to spider wrap certain items in the store, which is like those little the bug tags that are like on like the little black things that are like wrap around the boxes or whatever. That you have to get someone to take off for you. And I was doing that in the men's razor aisle, right? And I was checking the prices to make sure that everything was in the right place and that I was wrapping the correct stuff. And I guess I had the cart in someone's way, and this white man comes up to me and he was like, "Sir, are you shopping?" And I was like, "No, I'm doing my job right now." And he was like, "Okay, well you can move your let's move your cart out of the way so we can both do what we need to do." And just grabs the cart and just moves it. And then I look at him and I was like, "Okay, well I would gladly be able to do that. However, next time a simple excuse me would suffice, but you have a great day." And then I walked away.
Okay, that wasn't so bad.
Yeah, I told you I was very
I
proud of myself.
expected you to be worse because Rico would say something like, "You need to be more concerned about your ball spot and worrying about where my carp is." He goes for the jugular.
That's only okay. I will grant I will never go that personal
I
because
don't
if you
believe
can't
you.
change it, if you can't change it, I'm not gonna go after it. At least
A
not with
man
you.
can change their ball spot.
I'm going to tell you.
To be determined. But
You can't
anyways,
defend
I
yourself.
mean,
You
like
not that sassy.
overall, I'm
Oh,
like,
Rico will get you together.
If you better buy some goddamn mace or something.
Listen, let me tell you something. One thing you don't never want to do is get into a pissing match with Rico. Rico is not the one because he will go for the jugular. He is gonna tear your ass up. You're gonna be ready to fight. I'm telling you. Because the
when
way
I
he be
told that,
going at people next that he do not like, my God.
listen,
And the
there was
people
this,
he do like.
like when I said Dakota got to reassemble her leg like a Lego.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
He said Dakota got to reassemble her leg like a Lego.
Jesus.
And he like her.
I love Dakota.
See?
Well, no, Nicole said that about TV.
But I said she got to reassemble it like in the Lego video games when you got to build something and it just goes up in the air.
He be doing the most. But when there's people he don't like, he even worse. And I'm like, you cannot be saying that kind of shit and don't know how to fight.
I will say, like, the only time I've stepped out of character was when I told that when that one little girl was pissing me off, and I told her if she kept going, she was not going to have a job no more. Which I did tell the team managers in front, and I was like, "Hey, by the way, I said this to her. My bad." They laughed, and they were like, "Nah, you good." They were like, "Someone had to say it. It just couldn't be us." And in the end, I was right because we did not keep her. And then the only other time was when it was like one of those. There's like this teeny bopper that we had in the back. I know his name, but I just called him Chinstrap because he had a chinstrap beard. And like the reason I started to notice that he had like a bit of a mouth on him, and it was like very like in a straight man way. So it was more disrespectful, like in a cruel way. And I remember I was just like, "That's weird. Like you're at work, but like okay, whatever." And then me and one of my friends, like we started kind of like riffing on each other a bit. And then like he tries to join in. He's like, "Oh, okay, I see where it's going. Y'all both pussy. Let's go." And I was like, "Who the fuck are you talking to?" And he's like, "Well, you know." And he tried to like kind of like save himself. And I was like, "No, don't like, calm down, Chinstrap. You're not a part of this. Like, butt out." And then because again, I was just like, "We're not talking to you. Like, please get out of like you're not a part of this. Like, calm down." And then just like and then like I went and told I complained to one of the TLs about it. Like I went to LaPortia and I was like, he's got like a weird mouth on him. And she was like, yeah, he's really disrespectful. Me and him be going at it. And I'm like, that motherfucker's 17 years old. You're a grown woman. Y'all be going at it? She was like, yeah, he real disrespectful. And I was like, what the fuck? And then one day, he was just getting on my last nerve. Like he was just complaining all the time, just popping off on the littlest things. And I was like, and I guess I made a noise paired with a face. And he looked at me, he was like, what's your problem? And I was like, don't talk to me. And he's like, why? What'd I do? And I'm like, I don't like you. Go away. And apparently that was like, bold, I guess. Everyone was like, oh, I can't believe you said that. And I was like, well, I mean, would he rather I not say it to his face? Like, I don't like him. And I'm happy his ass got fired. Like,
oh my God.
And you know what's funny? They fired him after he put in his 2-week notice because he kept calling out. So I was like, haha.
How you put in a 2-week notice, but you still call him off?
I don't know.
Because he's a fucking pussy.
See? You see?
He got a chin strap fucking beard and a fuck ass haircut. And you know what? He's also failing because his girlfriend outed him and said that he now graduated this year. So.
Oh my God! See, you see what I'm saying? Why did you even have to say that?
I'm not gonna say nothing about his beard with a chin strap because I used to have one in my back when I was young.
Because I will prey on downfalls.
You ain't shit, bro. Two said, "Listen, if you knew me then and I was there, that lay it straight, and spread it wide asshole wouldn't even be." She said it wouldn't even had the opportunity to fix her mouth to say anything to you because she would have been on the floor. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I was not trying to start no shit. I was very calm and I stayed calm. I was very calm. I don't have no reason to argue with somebody. She wanted to be in my position. So
Damn, that's the largest loss at home since they drafted Curry. And they lost by 36.
dude just said, you better than me because I would have been like, I want you. You were like, you want my man so bad. You get on your knees and lick this pussy because that's how close. That's the closest you gonna ever be to him.
Damn.
I wasn't gonna read that,
Wow.
but she is horrible.
It's after hours. We good.
She should always be ready to fight every time.
Okay, no one plays with Miss T.
She
No
said,
one
read
plays
my
with
shit. I did read it. I did.
Hot dog detective crown condiments.
He said, do y'all got Taylor Swift albums at that Target?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
I'm
No,
sure they do.
I am so fucking glad that I was off the 2 days that we had the Stanley Cups out.
Oh.
Like literally, like our store was sent 80 cups. We were instructed, again, that the 2 cups per person, like, display them however you do. And then we were
2
told,
cups per person, the Stanley Cups.
yeah, and we were told put 40 out on
Oh, the
Tuesday,
Starbucks cup.
40 out on
No,
Wednesday.
they're not. Hold on, Rico. No, they're not Starbucks cups. They're Stanley
What the hell
Cups.
is a Stanley Cup?
It's these really big, massive ass mugs. You know the coldest cups? The ones that's real big and they got a handle and it got the cup is narrow at the bottom so it can fit in the car.
Okay, baby, talk to me plain because you say Stanley Cup. I'm thinking hockey trophy. Now you got the.
But that's what Alexis said when we was in the group chat.
See.
But it's not the hockey trophy. This is an actual company that makes coffee and water cups. These cups are really popular, just like the coldest cups are and the big Starbucks cups. But for whatever reason, everybody is going after these limited edition Stanley cups. And this year they released the Valentine's Day cups early. Cause I was like, it's not even Valentine's Day, it's not even February yet. And they're in there, they released it.
My store already has like Valentine's Day decorations out already. Like those went up January 1st.
What'd you say, Rico?
Like my store, like we have like in like the seasonal and like the dollar spot area, we have like that. It's all Valentine's Day stuff. That shit went out January 1st. Actually, like we were like that shit was going out like December 30th. Like we were putting that shit up.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. And then like, cause, you know what's funny too? Because people kept asking me about the Stanley Cups, and I'm so disconnected. So I was like, what the fuck is going on with Stanley Cups? Why is everyone asking about them? And then like I checked to see, like I looked in the back and I scanned them, and I was like, oh, not to be sold until like I saw the dates. And so like I would start like communicating like, oh, they're gonna be put out January 2nd, and then people just kept asking, so I got pissed off and I just told them January 1st just cause. I was like, you know what, January 1st, that's when they'll be out. Just because I'm like, at this point, I'm sick of it. People camped out at my Target location 2 hours before we opened for both days that we had them. We were instructed to only put out 40 on Tuesday, 40 on Wednesday, and that's all we got.
Y'all had 80 cups.
Yep, that's it. We sold like both days. They sold out within 10 minutes.
You could only buy 2 cups.
Yeah.
I heard they reselling on eBay for like $1,000.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I'm like, for a Stanley Cup. They don't even, and this the thing. The cups ain't even worth what they charging for them. The
No,
knockoff cups and the coldest cups are better quality and they are better because when you turn them upside down, they don't spill out. The Stanley cups got to spill. They don't have a leak proof lid.
Right.
they don't,
But
and they spill really easily too.
they spill real bad, Jared. Real bad. We talking like if it tip over in the bed or oil water coming out. That straw don't take up enough of the hole in the cup. And then they got it so you can switch out the lining, like not the lining, but the little silicone of the cup to change the color if you want to.
Yeah.
Then I seen this lady on TikTok laminated that wrapper that goes around the Stanley cup. She laminated it so she can use it on all her other cups.
We cannot be serious.
I'm dead ass. If I find that video, I'm gonna send it to you on TikTok. But she did that shit.
That
She
is
laminated
deeply
the sticker that
unserious.
goes around the cup that says Stanley on it, that white sticker. She laminated it.
I don't get. It. I would. I will never camp out for nothing. I'm sorry. I cannot do it. I don't know what kind of like issues y'all be having up in the membrane that be making y'all do this outrageous stuff. But I could not camp out outside for nothing. Avril Lavigne could be coming to like Target and be like, "Oh, first 40 entrants get in free." I still will not camp out. I will gladly pay a fee. I do not care. Like I will not camp out for nothing and nobody.
What is she partnering with them to do? I don't understand. What's the significance of Taylor Swift? And what is y'all obsession with that woman? What is going on?
I
She's like
mean,
an
I know like
average white woman to me.
her. I mean, when her like she re-released that one album, like we had like the displays and stuff set up, and like we had like multiple displays throughout the store, but that's about it. I mean, I don't think she's done anything recently.
You're camping out to get a Taylor Swift album that you can listen to online if you have a subscription.
Well, we were most so like we were displaying the vinyls of it. That's
Oh,
what.
so she's got vinyls at Target.
Yeah, she's got like when I think it was like 1989 came out, like dropped earlier this year, or not early, like late 2023. I want to
Oh,
say it was
she's
around
got
like
a couple
October.
Target exclusives. I like the
Yeah,
albums that have colors, so I probably buy her album just for the color of the album. She's got a couple albums that's got pretty vinyl colors to them. Um,
yeah. I think it was 1989 that dropped, and we had like the vinyls displayed like when like right before you get to self checkout, we had one
okay,
like
so what
display
she did is
electronics.
she re-released her version of these albums. So the 1989 Taylor version is out and it's only at Target and it's this tangerine color is really pretty. She's got the Lover album that's out at Target. Her Speak Now album has been re-released. Then she's got the Midnight's Lavender edition, the Target exclusive. Evermore, that Red album, Folklore. She got a lot of fucking albums. Jesus.
Yeah, it's a
Oh
lot.
my god.
But she hasn't really done anything recent. I don't know why that was brought up. I'm like, yeah, I mean, we have it. But we don't have a 1989. We have other albums of hers, but like, she hasn't done anything like recently other than be with that man.
I
It's good
felt
for
like
her.
maybe she had she had like maybe a really like a line coming out like skincare or makeup or something and it was a Target exclusive. That would make sense to me, you
I mean,
know?
I haven't heard anything of that nature,
So I would be like,
and
okay, like it's
and I
Taylor
got a lot
Swift,
of like, I got a lot of friends in the beauty department, and they haven't mentioned that either. So
which fair, you know, I'm just saying like if that was gonna I thought it was gonna be something along those lines.
yeah,
And I'm
I'm
just
not.
like, I
I know
wouldn't camp out
someone.
for that stuff either, but I mean I understand why some people do. You know, like you want to get the tickets, you kind of have to. I know when Michael Jackson was having tours, if you didn't camp out for those tickets before social media came around, that was the thing. Like, because you wasn't getting tickets if you didn't camp out for certain artists. because them tickets were expensive enough as it is, and they were selling out. People like Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, um, at one point Usher, Britney Spears, like their tours, their tickets for their tours, they wouldn't last past a few days of them coming out. You remember, Jared?
Yeah.
They wouldn't last past a few days. Michael Jackson stuff used to sell out within minutes. Craziness. She said, I camped out for Janet a few times and I have no shame.
I mean, I just never. I don't. I mean, that's fair. Like, I'm not knocking anyone. Well, I kind of was. Let
See?
me retract a bit.
I don't.
Because I mean, we know Tears' love for Janet and what she means for her. So I don't judge Tears for camping out for Janet Jackson. It's just that me personally, I don't have like that big of an admiration for somebody to do that. Like even like I love Avril Lavigne, I love Pink, and I love a couple artists, but I wouldn't like camp out. I mean, granted, like I don't go to concerts, so that's maybe like my thing. Like I don't know. To me, I just don't get it. I'm like, if it's limited edition, it's already gonna be like overpriced. I could probably put my money in other places that is more beneficial, so I don't really see the need. Like I can live without this limited edition item that is only going to be sold for like X amount of units or whatever. Like I don't know.
No, I get what you mean. You're like that doesn't matter to you. All you care about is the music and you're fine with what you have. So
No,
you're not trying to go and camp and see them in person because it's unnecessary for you to do all of that, which is fair. I don't have any issue with that. It's just some people prefer to go see them in concert because they enjoy it, you know. So I'm of the latter where I don't mind going to a concert, but I've been to a concert before, and quite frankly, I think I've been turned off from going to a concert. I saw some things at that concert that was just batshit crazy, and the smells that people don't wash their ass. They are smelly. They want to stand up and scream. They're singing off key, and you can't enjoy the performer because they're yelling and belting out the song, and they can't sing worth a damn. And you just like, please shut the fuck up. Like I just,
that's me with
I,
this one guy in my wrestling class.
oh my
Because
god, you just be wanting them to just be quiet, and they're singing at they're belting it, and I'm fine with them having a good time and enjoying music because they should. That people should enjoy music. You should listen to it and scream it to the top of your lungs, but not in my ear. Like if I if I'm sitting down,
Shit.
I'm fucking sitting down and you're like literally screaming this song in my ear. Go to hell. Like, no, I don't want to hear that.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh my god. He is full of gas.
Ooh.
Look, full of it. Teresa said she never could get Michael tickets. I'm shocked that you never got Michael tickets. Damn, is you dying? What is going on?
I was choking on a fry.
Jesus.
I'm okay.
Go from burping itself to death to damn near dying over
No,
a fry.
I was choking on the fry, and then that made me start burping for some reason.
Jesus Christ.
And now I'm out of water. So, ooh, excuse me.
Jeez. Goodness.
Listen,
It never ends. Oh my God. He is dying right before our very eyes.
Ooh.
Somebody save him. Somebody go save him.
I still got.
Jesus.
I'm okay.
He
I'm
won't
okay.
stop coughing. Somebody just help him.
Whew. I'm okay. I'm okay. Uh, I have been.
Oh my God. It's
Whew.
not stopping. He won't stop.
Stop making me laugh. Stop.
I didn't even do it. It's not.
Whew.
Oh shit.
Fucking Arby's fries. God damn it. Ah.
Arby's get to your blood. She said, unfortunately, no. My mom tried once when I was little and gave up. Then once that I was old enough to buy the tickets myself, he unfortunately passes away. Oh, damn. I'm sorry, Tirza. Did you buy up any of his tours like online? Like not online, but like the CD so you can like watch it? I know it's not the same, but like it's close. It's not the same though.
Ah.
We're
Okay, I'm back.
buying a
I'm
bunch of
back.
vinyls this year. Ooh, Dolly Parton got her album Rockstar on Target. I might get that. I love Dolly Parton.
Whew.
She's one of the coolest old white ladies in the world
Yo.
right now.
Okay. Oh man, y'all. I survived.
You almost
I
died.
survived. I've been on the road since 10:20. And I still got 21 more minutes to go.
Where are you going?
Back home. I was at
Where were
wrestling
you?
training.
Oh,
I finally actually took videos and posted them to my story for the first time.
awesome sauce. You're still
They was
coughing.
popping off.
That way, asking
But
to
there's
pull over and get something to drink before you die.
child, I am on the interstate. There is nowhere to pull over.
I don't know. Get off at the next exit.
Okay. That was the last of it.
You said that the last damn time, and you damn near coughed up a lung.
But there was this talking about people stinking. There's this one dude in my class. Lord, I cannot stand it next to him to save my life. I need to breathe.
The segue into this conversation is
I
ridiculous.
choose like every time like he like because for some reason like he likes talking to me and like I entertain him. And I'm like okay like hi whatever, but like he tries to like stand next to me when we're about to like run our drills, and I'm always like I always find some kind of excuse to be like oh wait hold on, and then like I'll like get behind like another person or in front of another person. And it works out because like well usually what I do is I'll just offer to go first on the drills because he never wants to go first, so that puts me like at least a couple people in front of him. But I'm like, it's just every time he walks, it's like one of those where like he walks past you, and if you inhale when he walks past you, you gonna smell it.
Did you say you inhale? You don't inhale?
No, if you inhale as he's walking by you, you will smell him.
Oh no, that's
Even if you breathe in after he's already like walked past you, you just breathe. He leaves a trail, a slight trail.
Ew, that's nasty.
I high key like I'm interested to see if he actually lasts or not, because he seems committed. But he like said that he did hockey, and he's like got like a plethora of like physical issues. Like his knees are fucked up. He's on a broken toe. He's got like a shit ton of like he says he has like fiberglass still stuck in his knee.
What?
And like yeah, like I don't know what he says something. He told me the story and I forgot. And like it's just like when we run drills and stuff, like when we do like our rolls and like the bumps and the flip bumps and stuff like that. Like today we were doing like actual like work in the ring with ropes, and so we were doing like up and overs, banderas and stuff like that. Where like like in when they get thrown to the corner, and they like jump up and let the person go underneath them.
Okay.
That's what we were doing. We were also doing the one where like they go to the corner, jump up, and then go to the outside of the ring, and then come back in. And like, just whenever I see him run like any kind of drill, it's just like it's like his body is fighting with him to do it the right way. Because like his body's making him go one way, but he's actively trying to do it the other way, and it's just like a big miscommunication. So he just kind of always ends up landing on his neck for some reason, and I'm just kind of like every time he does something, like I physically recoil because he's landing on something and it just looks rough, and I'm just like, you're committed, I see that, but like, will you actually last? Because like it's rough, and he's also kind of a weirdo.
Rico.
He is. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean it. Well, I don't mean it in. I'm not judging him because some people can. But him and his friend followed me on Instagram, and I was like, "Who are these two?" And then I looked over it, and it's just like, I don't know. Like, his friend has like tattoos of female wrestlers on him. Like, he has Roxanne Perez, Dakota Kai, and Cora Jade, like portraits of them on his forearm. And
He
that's
has
just kind of
pictures of them on his forearm.
like
Okay.
tattooed, like they're renders, like Roxanne, Dakota, and Cora, like skater Cora, like full portraits with color, like from like the mid thigh up.
Are they good
Detail.
portraits?
I mean, yeah, they're well done, but it's just kind of like,
It's a
why?
bit much.
And it's because like I remember like I walked in on Monday, and they were doing like, oh, fuck, marry, kill, or date. And like he's like said he admitted that he got them tattooed because he's attracted to them, and that's just his friend. That's just his friend who is just like,
I generally don't know how to respond to that.
I don't either.
I don't
Like
know what to say.
like like he has one posted on his Instagram page where like it's the Undertaker on the back of his hand, which is really cool. But then like but that's like the only one I knew of until I saw him in person, and then I was like, oh, and I was like,
you're like 100% into that. Okay.
and like he's like his friend is not training with us, but he's planning on doing it. And he asked like the owner of our school, he's like, hey, like, do you think like if I ever like go somewhere, like, will I have to like cover these up for like copyright infringement? And he was like, well, as long as you're not like on TV, like you should be good, but like they can work around that. And now it's just like, so no one else is like gonna acknowledge that, like, we're just, I mean, I guess like I understand why we're not acknowledging it, but like no one's gonna acknowledge it.
Sounds like it.
Because I'm just like, I'm just like getting 3 female wrestlers tattooed on you, like full like mid thigh up portraits of them, because you're attracted to them. It's just,
It's not because you admire their wrestling skill. It's because
I mean, in the case of Cora, where is it? So I mean,
like you want to bang. That's.
I was just kind of like, okay. And then like the guy who's actually training with us, like his Instagram is literally just wrestlers that he's met. That's all he posts.
Right.
Which is like, that's the like, and both of them, like their profile photo is like their cause on 2K.
I am disturbed by this.
I'm just kind of like, I was just like, the more I found out about it, the weirder it gets, and I'm just kind of like, I'm good, because like when I first met him, I was like, okay, he's like kind of special, but he seems like really nice. So you know, like whatever, like I'll, you know, like not entertain it, but like, you know, I'll be nice or whatever. But then like the more I find out, the more I'm just kind of like,
He said, the more I find out, the more it's just.
I'm just
Yeah, I'm
kind of
gonna
like,
go. I'm gonna go, but you guys,
yeah,
you guys.
and it's even worse because he also lives in Charlotte. So he was like, oh, we can carpool, and I'm just like, yeah.
I would have said no immediately.
I was like, well, you know, I
No,
work a lot. I was like, I work a lot. I come here straight from work, so like, you know, we'll see, we'll see.
no, I don't want you
Um,
in my car. I'd be like, I don't want you in my car. I don't know you like that. So
I'm like from my job to Irmo, like to the school. It's like, especially like when if I'm leaving like at 3:30, going down the interstate, it's almost 2 hours. Sometimes it is 2 hours, depending on when I leave.
Jesus.
Like, I don't want to be trapped with the state for that long. And then, like, because you're going to be in here for that long, it's going to stay in the car.
It is downstairs, unfortunately, love. You, yeah, Tish said, yeah, I have his concerts on DVD and I watched them on his birthday. Oh, okie dokie. 20 more minutes without water. He ain't got no water. He seemed to have gotten himself together. He seemed to have collected himself so he not choking out no more.
Yes, I've got myself together. Like I said, it was the last of it. I'm good.
Good night, Kayla.
Fucking Arby's fries, man. They'll get you.
Yeah, if you ain't got nothing to drink.
My drink! My Diet Dr. Cap.
If you're drinking
Oh my
water,
god,
tell them to give you a large water. Shit.
that fucking like tiny violin that I have on my keychain has come in handy so much because I just play it. Like, anytime something unfortunate happens, it's amazing. I love it.
You're horrible. You are terrible.
Like, I forgot what it was today that I played it for, but it was like some guy was I forget what, like, I really forgot what it was. I cannot recall it for the life of me, but it was a good moment. I promise that.
I
Um,
can't.
Also, thank you to Donnie. I know he's like passed out right now, but thank you to Donnie because the bitch hat is a resounding success. It is a certified hit amongst
It's a
PWA.
banger upon bangers.
It's a fucking bang. Like, literally, like my first day at training, like I had to leave early because I had to open the next day, and like Ethan like was like dismissing the beginners class. He's like, hey, if you guys need to go, like I get it. And of course I'm like, okay, he's giving the cue. Like so I immediately just dropped. Like, I'm the first one who starts moving, and I didn't realize it. So I just like dropped down and started getting my stuff together. And he starts ribbing me up. He's like, oh, okay, I see how it is. Like, I guess you don't really want it like that, whatever. And then like I had given my hat to like the guy who's coaching my class because like people love it, so I let them wear it sometimes.
Yeah.
And so he had it on. And he was like, yeah, you get your little bitch hat and you go. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my little bitch hat and I'm going to crown the biggest bitch in this room. And I walked up and I put it on him.
Oh, so disrespectful. I'm just kidding.
It was such a great moment. It really capped the night for me. But and then like Raylan, who's my coach, like his whole gimmick, he's Lord Raylan, so like we that's his character on the Indies. And so like sometimes we call him Lord Coach. And I affectionately call him Lord Coach Ray Ray, but then he put on the bitch hat, and I was like, okay, well now you're Lord Coach Bitch Ray Ray, and
Not
he
Lord
really.
Coach bitch.
Oh
Ray
shit,
Ray.
Nick Saban retired.
I'm like, and I bow to him dramatically every time I say, I'm like Lord Coach Bitch Ray Ray, and he finds that very amusing.
It's so messed up.
Like it's hilarious because like right now, the beginners class has been on like the 20-foot ring, which fun fact about PWA, we're the only school in South Carolina that has a 20-foot ring, which is what WWE uses, like for NXT, Raw, and SmackDown.
I'm hold on, Rico. I'm not coming
Okay.
in the bathroom. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Yeah, so like we're the only place that has a ring that size. So
Mm-hmm.
they say that like whenever like people get signed from like the Indies and they go to like either they go to tryouts or they get signed on their way to Orlando, they will stop by just so they can get practice in on a 20-foot ring because most indie promotions only have like a 60-foot or an 18-foot.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, so we're like the only. Although right now the ropes did break, so we don't have ropes for it. So it's just like the turnbuckle posts. So
That's a mess.
whenever we go to do drills, I'll put the bitch hat on the post that we're lining up again, and I'm like, everyone line up at the bitch hat, and that's been like my thing.
That's fucking funny. Yeah, miss. That's funny. I can't with you.
It's literally like today I accidentally left it there when we went to like switch over to the other room to go into the other ring because we needed to do rope work, so we had to go to a ring with ropes, and I left it there, and I was like, oh shit, the hat, and so I ran back. I see like the first guy up there. I'm like, hey River, and he's like, oh, I already got you. Picks the hat up and tosses it to me, and I was like, thank you.
It's like your hat's gonna be the next hot commodity at class.
And I have Donnie to thank. So everyone say thank you, Donnie.
Yeah. Thank the man, the myth, and the legend.
Yes.
He's asleep. He got high and went to sleep. So
Child, he
he's sitting
was.
alive just snoring, and everybody's like, "Who's snoring?" And I'm like, "It's done. It's done."
Child, he was doing that deep snoring too. He wasn't
Yeah,
even doing like
he was
the
out. He was
he was
yeah,
weak. He was like
he was out. He was out. There was no coming back from that. I was like, yeah, he's tired.
yeah, he
He's
was down for
absolutely
the count. Y'all stream down for the count on Anchor and Apple Podcasts and wherever you get your podcasts from. Stream down for the count.
absolutely because we're coming back. We're getting ready to
Yeah.
start recording Friday, and we're gonna have a big old show.
Am I invited?
Are you gonna be able to record
When are y'all recording?
Friday?
What time?
I don't know. I would imagine after SmackDown.
Okay, because I get off work at 10:30. So
Well, I would have to
that can
ask
work.
the girls.
The
We
Goyles.
talk, we
The
talk to
the, the higher
them.
council.
I must consult them. They are the leaders.
But
First, I
yeah,
would have to
y'all.
see what they're
Also, not
doing.
to toot my own horn, but
Toot toot.
I have been told that my the way I run drills have been the best in the class. So y'all do with that what you will.
Oh yeah, that's not tooting your own horn at all.
Well, I said not to toot my own horn, but meaning I
Mm-hmm.
am going to toot my own horn. But you know,
Mm-hmm.
although funnily enough, like because we haven't done full flip bumps yet, but the flip bumps are so much easier to do than back bumps for me. I don't know why. I guess because you're flipping forward, and I guess that's just naturally like you're just doing momentum rather than just falling back. But like we were doing like, because we have to do it in stages where like someone like tabletops on all fours. We like crouch down and scoop their stomach, and then we push off so we bump. Then we do a handstand, and then once we start to like dip forward, you like pull your hands and tuck your chin so you land flat on your back. And then the third
Mm-hmm.
step is to handstand on someone who's tabletopping. So they're on all fours. You handstand on their back, and then you flip bump. And like for some reason, like just that was like easier to me than like regular back bumps. So yeah. Although on the last time on Monday, the last time I ran that drill, like the very last, like because it was like the last drill we were doing anyway, but I was the last one to go, and like I went to like handstand on this dude's back, and I don't know what it was, but like for some reason that third step is like one that I have the hardest time with of the flip bumps. And when I landed, like I scooted forward, and like I felt like a soft crunch in like my left arm, like upper left arm, and it kind of just like hung low for a little bit, but then I was fine. Um, I couldn't move it the next day, but like it's fine today, so that's what I'm rolling with. But yeah,
You need to just watch the show. You're being really petty right now. You're a dork.
if this car doesn't stop riding my fucking ass, back the fuck up.
Tirsa said, I just made the fat Big Mac burgers and baby, they must hit. I made that viral pasta salad, the Caesar chicken pasta salad with the lettuce and the cheese and the noodles and everything in it. I must
Well,
say, that shit hit. I made my own Caesar dressing because I didn't want to put ranch in it. That shit legit fire. She said the wrestling school I trained at
They're
actually had an old WWF WWE ring that we could use.
yeah. Oh yeah, the tarp that we have on the 20-foot ring is actually was from SmackDown
That's gotta feel great. I mean, the salt, babe.
because Ethan has a lot of connections with like the ring crew. Yeah, he's got a lot of connections with like the ring crew, the referees, and like people backstage. So like anytime they come into town, like he'll visit and he'll be like, hey, like we kind of need like a new like ring tarp, and they're like, oh sweet, what color do you want? And they'll just give it to him.
That's what's up. They ain't gonna use it no more. Shit.
Yeah, and he used to help Regal. Yeah, and he used to help Regal do scouting for tryouts and stuff like that.
You really got yourself into a good school, man.
Because I know he said, like, yeah, because come to find out, like apparently in South Carolina, you have like South Carolina is one of 5 states that requires you to be licensed by an athletic commission to wrestle. Um, but there's no criteria. You just
Oh, you're losing them.
have to like show up, which is very bad for professional wrestling because you don't need to show any kind of proof of training. Am I going out?
You're here now.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Okay. What was the last thing y'all heard?
Proof of training.
Yeah, you don't have to show any credentials. So you can just like literally just go to the athletic commission, pay the licensing fee, and then boom, you're like licensed to do shows and wrestle. You don't even need any like formal training, which is very bad. And Ethan actually went
Oh shit.
and like I will like gladly like I will open my school and like you can like whoever's trying to be licensed, you can send them here. I can put them through like a basic standard exam that shows that they know how to work, they can work, and that they're qualified. Like I will gladly do it. Like I won't even like charge you guys to let me do this. And they were like, no. They're like, no, we're good. But yeah.
That's some wild
So
shit.
yeah, you have to get relicensed every year. And Raylan was like, yeah, basically it's just like a big money grabbing scam. Because there's no way that like he's like Ethan's offered them on multiple occasions to like let him like host like exams for them to like qualify these people, and they said no. So like there's a lot of like shitty indie promotions that book shitty wrestlers that have shitty matches because they're not trained. So he's like, but the great news about training at PWA and training with Ethan is that Ethan has enough connections and has enough of a reputation that the fact that we are training at his school and training under him means that we don't really have to deal with that once we become graduates.
Ah.
So because because essentially like PWA is connected to PCW, which is Palmetto Championship Wrestling, which is like now like the main South Carolina show. So because like Ethan helps book it, if you graduate from PWA, that means that you kind of not you don't have like a definitive shoe in the door, but it will help you get to PCW quicker if you don't directly debut, just depending.
Okay.
Because
That's
he
pretty
will
cool.
like yeah, because he will like he will like he's not just gonna put you on PCW just because you graduated. Like you do have to earn it from him.
Well, at least you're trying to put the best foot forward.
Yeah. But all right, y'all. I am at my destination, so y'all have a wonderful night. Be nice to me. Be nice to Tiffany. Be nice to each other. And yeah, peace up. A-Town down.
Bye, Rico. I'm gonna call it a night. I've been in here 3 hours. I've kept my quota. I will see you guys Friday. I might be late Friday. Is that KY Jelly?
Oil.
He picked up KY Jelly.
Oh.
Y'all, it's a long day. Why is he shoving that in that turkey's ass?
Because he's doing the thing from How I Met Your Mother.
Y'all, okay. It's a shoehorn. Jared. You know what? This is wild. Y'all, I gotta go. I will see. Not he turned it upside down. I will see y'all Friday. We will talk about SmackDown. I might be late, but just know that I'm going to be on live late on Friday because I have a podcast I have to do. So, respectfully, I will see y'all Friday. Do not forget that Saturday is Hard to Kill. I will go over the card for Hard to Kill on Friday. And I will come back Friday and talk to y'all about the show if I can watch it. I hope that I can watch Hard to Kill. I should be able to because it's not like a major pay-per-view, but we'll talk about it because Naomi is wrestling and they haven't debuted her new championship yet. They did Alex Shelley's, but they haven't showed us hers yet. So I'm waiting to see what her title is going to look like. She's the last champion they're supposed to be giving a title to. All the men got theirs, and then the only people that's left is MK Ultra and um Naomi, so she can get her new title because they switching over back to TNA and the titles happen to represent TNA. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It was real mellow today, which we appreciate because we don't like a lot of drama. If you want to hear everything we talked about, go back to the beginning. You can hear about the Amazon Prime deal. You can hear about us talking about. I didn't really go too deep into Tony Khan. Actually forgot about talking about Tony Khan, but I'm getting ready to record a video about him, and I'm gonna show y'all all the screenshots of what everybody was saying and everything, and then I'm gonna just talk through the video and y'all can see it there. Okay, so for now, do not forget. I have my banner up this whole time. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. If you want to contact me over on the socials, you can. You can contact me on YouTube over here, Instagram. I also have a TikTok and I have a Twitter. You can contact me anywhere on social media. Follow me on Instagram if you want to see commentary on the shows. I post 3 times a week and I post in between there as well. So you guys will get that. But don't forget over here. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Nicole. Oh, she just got home from work. Did you go to work or you just went out? We miss Nicole. Nicole usually is here with us when we do this too. But everybody they've been busy as of lately. 2024 just been taking y'all out, honey. But I'm glad. I'm glad y'all are. She said nothing's bad. So I will see y'all Friday after I record the podcast with the girls. I will be in here to go live and we'll talk about SmackDown. And I will read, oh, she went out. You went out. You went out. So it's okay. You went out. We're going to talk about what Tony Khan said after I do my video for it and post it up over here. And y'all, we'll get into all of that Friday. And, they doing a dry January. So more activities. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I love that. Nicole's got the coolest friends, y'all. But anyways, we're going to talk about Hard to Kill Friday. We're going to talk about SmackDown. And we're going to talk about Tony Khan. Mama, you okay? We're going to talk about Tony Khan and everything he said. All right? I will see y'all on Friday. Y'all have a good night.